Hello everyone, welcome to the next part of my Digimon World 2003 livestream series. Just getting comfortable here, and yeah, so last time we were continuing on with the Amaterasu server, which is like the second world of this game. We got the second leader badge, did some exploring, and we've set ourselves up with the Digi-Egg of Knowledge, which gives us the ability to dig around the world, do some exploring, you know, and most importantly, it now gives us access to the north sector of the game. So that's what we're going to be doing in this part. Without further ado, let's get into things. Now, some of you eagle-eyed viewers may notice that my levels slightly shifted, my playtime has slightly gone up, and my bit has shifted since last time as well. So, from the last part to this part, I have done a little bit of grinding, fighting some Cardmon in the Asuka and Amaterasu servers of this game. Basically trying to improve my deck a little bit, and in the process we've got some level ups from fighting Cardmons. So let's go through some of the changes that we've got before we continue. I'll start, I think the most important thing to check first is the folders themselves, just to show you what I've done with my deck. Because we got quite a few cards, because I wanted to get my decks upgraded before continuing on with the game. So we got White Aura, which gives an extra 10 to the attack and HP of every Digimon that you have on your side of the field. So a really good top-up card. I've got 3 of them. We've still got our Eclipse Undos, of course. I've got a couple of green energy cards. A couple more of these that give 20 HP and attack to one of the Digimon of our choice. I got this card, which is very important, 1 copy of Vicious Hacking, which lets you take an opponent's card from the hand, put it in the bin. Very helpful. And we got this card, which is the Pot of Greed of this game, to allow us to draw 2 cards from the deck and add it to our hand. Extremely important. We got a Program Charge that lets you choose any program card, add it to the hand. And then I've also decided to make this deck a white Digimon deck, because I needed another colour, and my girlfriend suggested to do a white deck because she really likes Gatomon. But also because I also think it's a good choice anyway, because Angemon is kind of an amazing card. If we can get the Summon Angemon special program card. My green deck's had some upgrades as well. I've got a Green Force, which gives us 2 extra green energy. And I got a couple of Wegarumons, a Lilymon, 4 Blossomons, and we've got 4 J-Mergemons. So as you can see here, we've got some good pairs on my deck to power up. And my brown Digimon deck is now an actual deck. Not the strongest power in this deck, but they're all free to summon, which is very nice to have. So there's no fear of any blocks or anything. But yeah, we've got some Clockmon, we've got some Meteormon, got a couple of Garbagemon. So it's not a bad deck. But yeah. So there are card upgrades. I don't think I got too many special things, but I did find, while grinding, an accessory that I'm going to shift around. So I've not really been using much the Multicrest recently. And I figure the Multicrest is most useful on Armormon, since he can use his techniques to attack 3 times rather than 1. So, you know, we've got all our regular powers and everything. But what's this one? Water Power 2. Basically, we got this from fighting a Bidramon, the big shellfish, big giant red lobster Digimon, which gives us a stronger version of Water Power to give us a water upgrade, which will really help us going forward. So yeah, I've decided to go with that. Also, this is driving me mad here. Just give me a second. Just shift these to the Mighty Guard in that hand, the Claw in that hand, Evil Claw. There we go. So I've decided Agumon, I'm going to have the Water Power 2 on. Anything else special? You'll notice as well that I've shifted War Growlmon back here to get Pick and Claw loaded. Should help us going forward. We got Metal Greymon to level 60. So not only have we loaded some good techniques, but we unlocked Rising Fire, which is a pretty powerful triple attacking fire move, so that can really help us out. And Skullgreymon is at 41, so he's getting good levels here. So yeah, I have set it to have Metal Greymon, but honestly, this is now going to be Skullgreymon's time to shine for a while. Since we have Flame Lance, I think we're good for it. Start working on him. Munmon, not a lot to say here. He's on 96, we got him sub-level ups there. I want to just check my loaded Digimon. I also want to go check about evolutions, because I feel like I want to change up a Digimon on him, but I don't know if I've unlocked it yet. And Renamon, we've got 61 Cubimon as always, 51 on Towermon, which is okay. More importantly though, we have Angelmon at 33, so we're not far off now. And I've also decided to put the Dance Feather onto Renamon. I think it's all well and good, lets us evade attacks a bit easier. But I'm debating going for the Search Crest because it gives us a better chance of hitting harder. So that's what we're going to do for now. I want to just go off to the lab next. And at the lab, we are going to see if we can load any techniques, get some evolutions. Basically, we're just going to do a little cleanup work for a minute or two before we head off to the North Sector. Because that is our main objective now that we have Digimon, is to go to North Sector and fight the final leader of the Asuka server. Because we need his badge basically to get to the real world for a brief amount of time to try and stop this military base from going off. Alright, let's just check any special things we can load. Nothing yet, that's fine. Nope, just Thunderbolt and Ice Shower, Thunder Gemini, yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's any Digimon I'd rather have. No. So Renamon, all good. Agumon. No. 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 Agumon is fine as well, I believe. Like, yeah, because I've got War Growlmon, which is fine for me. Yeah, I'm going to leave Agumon as he is, so he's fine. Did we unlock? We did not unlock, so that tells me I need to do something with this. Now, because we're such high level, we can actually load some different moves, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So first things first, we're not going to load Big Shot. Big Shot is not that useful. We are going to load Dino Buster, and while Bug Buster is being decent, I think Draymond Buster would be more useful going forward. Gives us a technique for dealing big damage to dragons, dinosaur, and fish. I think that's more useful for the upcoming areas. Can always shift things around. But there's a Digivolve form that I've actually missed out on with Munmon specifically. And to get it, I need to get Munmon's metal tolerance up a little bit. Because we have Armamon at the level it needs to be, but we don't have the metal tolerance. So I want to go to the gym here. I'm not sure if I can do it in this specific place, but I'm going to check anyway. In Central Park's gym. I'm hoping with the badges that we have that it just allows us to do this. But yeah, I figured I'd better just shift some Digimon up. I've also got Renamon in the lead because underground, Renamon's going to be very helpful since, as we established last part, the underground Digimon don't like water techniques, which is what Angelmon has. Which is very helpful for us. But yeah. Now then, let's talk to my good buddy Leomon. I'm hoping it does, otherwise I'm going to have to make a very quick detour to the west sector. Come on! No! Okay. Yeah, see, we've got 167. I literally just need, like, 20 more machine tolerance. Because I think the problem right now, yeah, I can go with Munmon to the north sector, but Munmon's not really benefiting much if we do that. So I think the better thing for me to do is actually, before we go into that hole right there, which will take us to the north sector, we're actually going to take a little detour to the west sector very quickly. This will not take too long. Just to get my machine tolerance trained. Because I want this evolution for Munmon, so I can start using different form. Because we've been using a lot of Armamon, and Armamon is almost capped out at level 99. Because once the Digimon form gets to 99, you can't really get any more XP on them. All the XP only goes to the rookie. So I would like to train a different form. And I was looking at Digitamamon. But unfortunately, Digitamamon doesn't learn any good techniques. He doesn't unlock any new evolutions. He gets a couple moves that can put Digimon to sleep. But honestly, I find in this game, using status ailments, like inflicting status ailments like sleep and paralysis on your enemies, doesn't do much unless you also do a lot of damage. And Digitamamon is a very magic-based Digimon. So most of his attacks use the Spirit and Wisdom stats, so it didn't really feel like Digitamamon was worth training up. So we're going to make a very quick detour here to the west sector, get the evolution unlocked from Monmon, hopefully. This won't take long to do. And then I'm going to quickly pop to the lab. I think the one in Asuka will be easier to do. So we don't have to trek. Well, yeah, it would be, yeah. Dolphmon. Okay, sure. Just check that we're still one-shotting with Thunder Gemini. Good. That's what we need. Because the problem with Renamon is going to be just the damage of special moves. I'm basically going to be using Renamon entirely for Divine Rain in the North Sector, but I do want to get Angelmon up to level 50. Because at level 50, Angelmon is able to load Divine Rain to the other forms, which will be very nice to have for our upcoming Mega that Angelmon unlocks. So yeah, I'm trying to make sure all my Digimon have some pretty strong techniques going forward, because the North Sector is a bit of a jump in difficulty from the previous servers. The Digimon there hit really hard, but the nice thing is they all have very big exploitable weaknesses, which really helps us out to make up for like how powerful they hit us. Alright. Now we need Monmon, and we need Machine Tolerance specifically. I'm going to do just 5, because 5 should be plenty. Because we only need like 20. Come on, just a couple of successes, that's all I need, Monmon. 9, nice. Another one would be great. Beautiful. And the nice thing is we also get an extra bit of HP for doing Metal Tolerance. Okay, now you're showing off, Monmon. Oh. I guess it had to end somewhere. We got that, 29, 24. Perfect. I don't really need to train any other stats, but I am going to do some training now, actually, before anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of wisdom for... I'm going to do some wisdom, and I'm going to do some... Should I do speed or... I think speed. I think I'm going to do a little bit more speed for Renamon. No! Alright, so that's not great. 325, that's fine. You know what, no, we're just going to do wisdom for now. Let's just do wisdom. Let's just get all that wisdom on. So, while we're doing this, let's talk about what sort of prep we should do for the North Sector. Before you go to the North Sector, my first recommendation is have at least one Digimon that does good water damage, or a good water power accessory, which you can get from a Bidramon, or you can get from the weak water power from Seedramon, which we did a while ago. Okay, I'm going to do 5 in speed and then 5 in spirit. 5 wisdom, spirit, wisdom or spirit? I'll do spirit. So first of all, I recommend a water technique for the underground, and we're going to be fighting a lot of fiery Digimon going forward, so it's good to have water for fire Digimon, because they're very weak to water. My second recommendation for techniques to have, even though I mentioned about fire Digimon, it's also worth getting some strong fire techniques, which is where Agumon's going to shine for us, because there's basically the North Sector has a bit of ice and a bit of fire Digimon to fight. So I would recommend both of those to be ready for. Okay, Munmon, we can work on a few stats actually. So I'm going to do 5 in speed, 5 in defense, 5 in attack, and then the last 5 can go, I guess, into wisdom would be good. But yeah, so you want at least one fire technique that hits pretty hard for the ice Digimon that we're going to be fighting. There's also a lot of dark Digimon we're going to be fighting, so fire is also great for that too. If obviously you don't have very strong techniques for that otherwise, then I would recommend just any really strong techniques in general that you can get that do a lot of damage. Like, anything that costs a lot typically will do a lot of damage. Not always, but generally that's the case. Okay. Alright, Munmon. We'll get a little bit more attack. And then we'll do a little bit of wisdom, because I wouldn't mind just boosting your defensive ability a tiny bit for special attacks. So yeah, they're the big attack recommendations I have. So water, fire are definitely helpful. Maybe a little bit of thunder as well for some of the water Digimon you might fight up there. Wouldn't hurt to have. Just in general, just some good mix of elemental attacks would help. But yeah. Such a weird animation for this one, for Munmon's face. It's like a little roulette wheel, which is so odd. It's cute though. Okay. Nice. Alright, so we got some boosted stats there. Most importantly though, we got Armamon's thing up. So what I need to do now is, I believe, I need to do a battle with Munmon. And it'll get us the new form unlocked. So I'm just going to quickly do that as we make our way back. Do I want to do... No, tell you what, I'm going to go through the west sector because we need to go to Plug Cape specifically. So it makes more sense to me to go to Byaka City first, before we make our way to the north sector. The big thing as well is to get to north sector, you need to go through specifically the underground tunnel that is at Plug Cape. It's the only one of the 3 servers that will take you directly to an entry point that's in north sector. Yeah. Alright, Tossmon, let's use Dino Buster. This is why I've kept the multi-crest on Munmon, so we can get as many big hits on Digimon with a bunch of elemental weaknesses as possible. But I decided I didn't want to just have, like, keep my team with... I wanted to mix around some accessories, basically, and I figured the new water power I unlocked would be a good opportunity for that, because it will help us out going forward. And there you go. Digivolve learned Metal Mamimon, which is now in the lab. So we didn't even level up, we just got some XP and it did it. Now I'm going to shift around my forms, because we're going to use Metal Mamimon, specifically on Armamon, to start unlocking some stronger Digimon that way. Keep Renamon in the lead for time being, while I make my way to... We're going to go to Byaka City, because there is a lab there. And it's the easiest one to get to, from where I am. I know I could have gone back through to Asuka City, but I figure I'd rather travel this way because I need to go to Plug Cape anyway, and that's where we'll pop out of when we leave the west sector. There is a system here, I promise. Okay. Now, my only problem is going to be remembering exactly which... Because I think there's 2 holes in... Oh, we'll find out soon enough. I think there's 2 holes in the east sector's Plug Cape. And one of them takes you to north sector, I know that. We'll find out soon enough, though. Okay. Bakugumon. It's also nice that there's an inn, at least on the way past Byaka City, which is nice. Down goes Bakugumon. There we go. Nice. Level 35, we can load Antidote, which... I don't really like the moves that heal status ailments, because while it can help us in a pinch, in general, things like poison and that, it's easier to just life disc back through them. If you're wondering as well, I'm not going to bother stocking up on life discs because there's a city that we can buy items in the north sector. That's where I'm going to do a big stock up on like healing items and things before the leader battle. But yeah, so we've got quite a few little bits and pieces to do this part, but it shouldn't take too long to get through this. It's just this little detour I've got to do first to get the evolution for Munmon, which I know I could have done off camera, but I figured let's just get the part started off with that so I can show what progress I've made. Plus, I feel like you should see some of the progress of like battles and things that I'm doing off camera. But yeah. Like I don't want to do too many things off camera. I wanted to make sure that you're still getting the idea of the training and the work that's going into this playthrough, because this is going to be our longest playthrough. We're already close to the amount of parts of my Disgaea 3 playthrough, which I think is the longest of all my playthroughs so far, and we're only just about halfway through this game, because we've still got the leader to battle, and then we've got 2 more leaders in Amaterasu to battle as well as getting into the final city of the game. So there's still a fair amount of things we can do. Okay. Stupid poison. I know I got that antidote, but no. I just was talking about that I don't want to use them, so I'm not going to use it. We don't need them. Like, the only reason why I'm struggling with Dokugamon here is because I don't have a wind technique on Renamon to hit them really hard, because their wisdom is surprisingly high, so they don't take as much from special attacks. And my strongest one at the minute is Divine Rain. With this, I know I have like Electro Bolt on Dalmon, but I want to work on my other form, Angelwomon, for a while. Alright, we're back in this happy music of Byakko City. Let's go up to Pixienon. May as well load it while I'm here. You never know. Could help. I need to change Digivolve type. We're going to get rid of Digitamamon for Metal Mamimon. There we go. See, Metal Mamimon has the same attack as Armamon, with a bit more fire tolerance, a bit less machine, a bit less dark and thunder, but a better wind tolerance. Ooh, is that better? Less ice, but more fire, so that's nice. Quite slower, but at least it hits the same amount. But yeah. Yep, that'll do us. Just to show how it's looking on the chart, by the way. We haven't got any special different ones there yet, but that's fine. Then we have Cubimon on that one. Oh, nice. I like that Armamon's is just very straightforward. But yeah. Alright, now let's just heal up at the inn while I'm here. And let's go. Now I could use Metal Mamimon while I'm in my way, but I figure I'm going to get plenty of time to get use out of Munmon in a bit, and they are my strongest rookie level at the minute, so I'm trying to give some of my other Digimon some time to shine. Although these Dokugamon are not very fun to fight with Renamon. But alright, so we've got our new form. We're all ready to go to North Sector now. I've loaded techniques, I've got the equipment and accessories sorted out. Let's go. through the Badlands. Ooh, hello, Gaburimon. Do you like water? Let's see how much you like to be wet. 200, not awful. I'll try the ice one next. Pretty sure he's weak to fire, but I don't know what his other tolerances are. Let's try ice shower. How much does this do? Okay, worse. Good to know. Thunder Gemini? Okay, so Gaburimon doesn't like electricity. Seems to be the case. The search crest I have equipped just gives us a better chance of hitting critical hits, which I thought would help Renamon out a bit, because Renamon's damage is very dependent on how weak to an element that Digimon is. Like, sometimes we do loads of damage, and other times we're barely doing anything. And I know that's the case with most Digimon, but because Renamon can only use an attack one at a time, a lot of the with all of our techniques, we need to make that one hit count more. That's kind of why I thought, like, the Dance Feather's nice for avoiding attacks, and it might come up more going forward, but right now I figured it would be better to have something for dealing a bit more damage. Whereas I've got the water power because I'm going to be using that again when I want to use physical attacks with Agumon. I have debated turning off the counter crest on Agumon and giving him a multi-crest for multiple physical hit, to keep the multi-physical hits but to take away the counter attacking. But I haven't decided yet because counter crest is just the best accessory in the game, so I'm a bit like, I feel like I really want to keep it on my Digimon for the rest of the game. We'll see though, because I could decide to change my mind on that. Because with the powers, we would be able to hit multiple times, like, for that element. But I also don't think there's anything wrong with going for one hit. The multi-hits just helps if Digimon has a lot of speed, or really high defense, and they happen to dodge a lot of attacks. But yeah. Alright. Like, I know it took a bit of a detour here, but it's a very worthwhile detour. As for the Cardmon I was battling, there's a really handy little guide online that gives a list of the cards that you can get and which booster pack they drop in, because something I didn't realise was the Kicking Trees and the Sea Cardmon give different cards, but also in each area they're different. So for example, for the Charge Terminal card that I got, which lets you draw 2 cards from your deck, I had to go fishing in the west sector. But then for the Vicious Hacking card that I got, it was in a pack that you can only get from the Kicking Forest in the Amaterasu East sector. And then the green energy boosting card I got from a pack that you could only get in the East sector Amaterasu server in anywhere except for Kicking Forest. So I didn't realize that, like, certain sections of the some sectors also give different cards. So it's a lot more deep than you think, but it took quite a few packs to get them, but I'm really glad that I did, because these cards will really help when we do more card battles in the future. Like, right now we're not really fighting people, because I've done the dual island in the Asuka server, that should hopefully unlock the secret card battle tamers in the Asuka server, which have stronger decks for us, but give some really powerful cards as a reward, in addition to the card pack that they normally give you. But yeah. But with that, assuming nothing else goes wrong here, I believe it's this hole specifically I want to use. know in a moment. What do you have to say, Kotamon? This exit is to Asuka's Plug Cape. Go north to get to North Sector. There you go. Now, do I have any more power charges? That's the first thing I want to check, just to get my health up a little bit. Nope, only supers. That's fine though. So I've got 36 supercharges and 8 life discs. We can make that work. Now the hardest thing with Renamon is going to be if we don't one-shot or two-shot a Digimon underground, we're going to struggle against them. Because these Digimon are going to hit hard, especially Dromojimon. Speak of the devil. And of course we got ambushed. So the only thing I can hope for here is a counter crest to just instantly take it down. And that we can actually survive the hit. Okay, we barely took it, but we took it. And I didn't get the counter crest. Wonderful. Okay. Not great, but that's fine. I kind of expect that Renamon's sometimes going to just have a rough fight. In the case of this, for example, that I know I could have like tagged out, but I'll see if I get lucky. I don't know if you can get a second move going. Yeah, no. Maybe I might block it. No. How much does it do though to us? 1,300. Okay, so we can take about 2 hits from that. That's fine though. Alright, let's try Skull Greymon and see how much Flame Lance does. Or am I just physical? Oh, let's try our physical attack. So we have that Water Power 2 equipped. Let's see how much it does. Not bad actually. 200 damage, that's quite nice. But Digimon like this are why the Counter Crest is so helpful for us. Okay, I'm going to try Flame Lance next. Let's see how much he takes from fire. Because Flame Lance is one of our stronger techniques. 300, so about the same as a physical attack. That's fine. Just stick to the physical attack then, because Water Power 2 is the next level of power. So it's much better than having Water Power 1. Obviously. Something I should mention as well is each power comes in 3 levels. So you have Water Power 1, Water Power 2, and then you have Water Power S, which is the best rank. Obviously, they unlock later and later in the game, so we can't get the Water Power S just yet, but that's fine. The only reason I haven't been like stopping to steal them is because most of the level 2s and 3s are quite late into the game, so I'm more just gonna, if I find them I get them, and if I don't find them I don't find them. They're not as important to me as the powers are at the start of the game, because at the start of the game you really need all the elemental weaknesses that you can use, but by the end of the game your Digimon should be hitting hard enough that you don't really need them. They're more just like a tiny little boost to help. Right. But yeah, so we want to keep going up north. That's basically all that this is going to be for North Sector. But just like anywhere else underground, in the underground, it's all one big maze that we've got to traverse. But thankfully they do put some Digimon around to sort of say if you're going in the right or wrong direction. But the only problem is it's not always consistent with it. Like sometimes there's loads of Digimon to tell you, and sometimes there's really not. Like right now, there's no Digimon telling me if I'm going the correct north or if I need to go different north. Oh, we have Kurisarimon. Bit of a different Digimon here. We fought them back in the bug maze, but these guys are very speedy, tend to have a lot of wisdom and defense, so they're a bit awkward to get around. And most annoying of all, they have a move that likely confuses you. Not a very fun encounter. But the worst part is they like to run away, so... And we're confused, great. Well, we're kind of stuck here. Alright, that was a good match. So yeah, they're just they're annoying more than anything. You're not likely to defeat them, and honestly, I think they give like a chip or something. I don't remember the reward being anything incredible. I think this might be a dead end, but let's see if there's an item at least to make up for it. No, that's fine. Sometimes these dead ends have Digimon that you can card battle, depending on if you've got the trophies. But yeah. Oh, we have a Ramon. We have a pink Ramon. Now, Ramon is one of those Digimon that I always forget what his weakness is. So, water, 149, not bad. I know he uses machine technique, so we've got to watch out for the power of this. And unfortunately, it is a special attack, so we can't even counter-press it. Which is very annoying. But at the very least, our blast gauge is building up, so that's nice. I think we established, way back in the sewers, that Thunder is not very strong into Ramon. If I have that right. And as I've shown here, water not doing a lot, unfortunately. But let's go through him. So what about ice? How much does he take from ice? $199, so not really weak to ice either. Okay. So not to water, not to ice. I'll try thunder, but I don't feel very optimistic. Oh my god, okay, that's a lot of damage. I might actually end up blast digivolving against this guy. It's also annoying because he doesn't have a very clear... Like, what is his design, really? Like, I'll try Thunder Gemini. Alright. So we're doing about 100 to 200 damage max with our first two techniques. Oh, he is weak. Okay, maybe that was a crit, though. I'll try the Thunder technique again if we don't counter attack. Let's see what this does. 500, didn't counter, okay. So Thunder seems to be better against this Ramon specifically. Or is it? I have no idea, because he wants to avoid it. Ugh. No, don't use Magical Cannon, I don't like this move. It does way too much damage. Or it doesn't, okay, so he's just been getting really lucky crits on me. It's a weird Digimon. Alright, so that did 400 last time. Alright, even more. Okay, yeah, so Ramon's weak to Thunder. That's really good to know. So don't use water, don't use ice, use Thunder if I fight a Ramon under here. Good. I know I'm using a lot of supercharges, but believe me, this is a good time for me to just get this leveling up on Renamon. Because basically the north sector is going to be divided into two sections. There's going to be the areas where Agumon really shines, and the area where Renamon really shines. And it's kind of going to go back and forth a lot. Okay, I'm going to assume it's the other north, not this way. So let's go back. I'm going to assume it's this side I want it to be at. We see another Digimon. Yay! Agumon, what are you going to say? North to Asuka's north sector. Powerful Tamers and Digimon are there. Yep. Alright. Alright, Ramon, you and me. Something tells me I may blast Digivolve in this fight. Go on. How much does this do? Yeah, Thunder's definitely Ramon's weakness. I'm really glad I found that out. Boom. Boom. Oh my god. Yeah, that's gonna blast. You know what? That's fine. We get to see a blast Digivolve early on in this part. I say early. We are already 40 minutes in and haven't even got to the north sector yet. But it's been a progressive. We've got a process. I had my reasons. All right. Let's use. Ooh. Okay. I know I could go for Thunder Gemini, but I really want to try out Kongo Kaimandara, because that's Sakuyamon's special technique here. As a side note, I really like Sakuyamon's design. She's very cool looking. It does extra damage to ghouls, but it uses spirit, and it's quite... Sakuyamon's got a really high spirit stat, so... Still did the job. Level 40! Renamon's 32! And we unlocked Rosemon! And 400 bit. Nice. really like the underground theme, as of most of the music in this game. Yeah, right. Okay. We are just coming up to the north sector now. Boom. Believe this should be the exit point. Yeah. And there we go. We made it to north sector. This is Boots Mountain. So in case you was wondering why we can't get Submarimon here, this area is basically all in the mountain, high up in the mountains. Alright, can we battle this female tamer? Be thankful you can duel with me. Oh, we get a card battle! After so long, we finally have a card battle with a tamer. Bad boy folder. Alright, well let's use our green folder, because that's my main one. Come on, I go fast. Ooh, we have 2 summoned Devimons. That's interesting. But I also have 2 J-Mergemons. But I think I've got 4 of those, so I'm actually going to go for a 3rd summoned Devimon. Right? I don't know what she's going to do. I could go for Vicious Hacking, but I don't want to waste it too soon. How many of them have we got? We've got 2 summoned Devimons. We've got 2 Juros. Yeah, we got 2 of them. See, 3 of them would make 12, 24, 36, but he's not going to be as good as the Devimons. So I'm just going to go with a summoned Devimon, which I know isn't a green card, but listen, my only other choice of a summon card for this colour deck is Summon Palmon, which is very weak Digimon, so I'm not very confident in doing that. So it's a green deck with the little addition of 1 summon program card, because I feel like you need a summon program card. Let's see, how much do they have? Okay, we beat that easy. They have 3 cards left. So what are they gonna do? Oh, they're stealing one of ours. Interesting. Alright, well, then yeah, I'm gonna play my Summon Devimon. So they take my Lilymon. I'm going to use another Summon Devimon then, which will help us beat them. So what do they do now? Put a brown Digimon from the hand into the trash. That's fine. I don't have any brown Digimon. Yep. Okay. Alright. I'm going to go for 1 more Bring Devimon, just to make sure we can win this. And there's no more tricks to stop us. Yep. There we go. And because we have 3 Devimon, we make a Lady Devimon. To absolutely annihilate this tamer. Round 1. I don't know what the last card is. That's interesting that they had an extra card in the hand and they didn't use it. But okay. Round 2. Oh, that's not bad actually. We've got a lot of green energy. Just in case they get anything crazy, let's go for that charge terminal so we can draw 2 cards. They're going to add something from their deck to the hand, so we got to watch out for that. And we got a program card. That's really good, actually. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add... I think I'm going to add Vicious Hacking. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 cards. I don't know if I can actually summon the Digimon. That I've got all the Digimon in my hand. I'm going to go Vicious Hacking. 2, 4, 5. Yes, I can't even summon all the Digimon I want. Right. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to have a look at what they've got in the hand. Oh, they have Freezebug! No! Ooh, that's sneaky. So, Freezebug is a devastating card that... Oh, and they're going to do that back to me. That's so rude. Okay, what did they take? Figured. Okay. So Freezebug is a card that cancels the effect of the last PG card used, basically. Might not be terrible, actually. We can still win. Okay. They still have 1 card left. 1 non-black Digimon into the... You know what? That's fine. Because I can do this. And we still manage to have more points than them. So Chaos Virus is also scary, because any non-black Digimon can be put to the trash. But thankfully, that gold aura is really helping. Power up the weaker Digimon that I had. You know what? That was a pretty easy match, all things considered. But you can definitely tell that they're getting stronger now because they're playing cards like Vicious Hacking and Freeze Bug. So yeah, gotta watch out for things like that. Now then, I have options here, but I'm gonna go straight to the next town. I think that's what I want to do first. Although, let's have a quick explore of the mountain. Neo Gloves, that's for Komamon. We could fight Cardmon, but I don't feel confident yet that I've got the damage to defeat them. Yeah. Oh, and we have Meramon, whose fire effect looks very flickery here. I do quite like how he looks there. He looks very... Like, I like the smooth texture of the fire. But yeah, as you can probably tell, Meramon uses fire for attacks. He hits very hard physically, and I believe he also has a special fire attack that he sometimes uses. But yeah, our main thing's going to just be using our water technique on him. Nice, good job Renamon. That speed training is working out well for us, because we now are evading attacks a bit easier. Because speed affects how often you are to avoid physical attacks, which is very nice to have boosted up. As well as giving us a chance to attack twice in a row, potentially. Yeah. Now the problem is, Divine Rain is one of the weaker water techniques in the game, so we're not doing massive damage to Meramon here, but it's enough to give us the win. But in 10 levels, I can load that to Rosemon, and then we'll start working on using Rosemon. Alright. I was kind of hoping there'd be something else over there, but no. Okay. Nothing else here. That's fine. Okay, let's just keep going then. So as you can tell here, we go from a volcano to a snowy mountain, based on the flooring. And this is where I'm now going to switch around from using Renamon to Agumon, because this second half of the North Sector is where Agumon really shines. Renamon can use its Thunder techniques okay here, but most of the Digimon here are going to be very weak to Fire techniques. So yeah. There is an inn at that side, but to get there you have to go from the bottom route. So I want to explore this top route first, as we make our way to the next city, which, the city we need to get to, you need to go up the cold mountain side, but we will be exploring the other half of the North Sector later on. You can see here though how powerful that Flame Lance is on these poor cold Digimon, which is great because I've been trying to get Skullgreymon trained up for a while now, and this is the best time for me to train them on. 3,000 bit, that's really good. 12,000 bit now. Got a hole there, but not going to use it. Let's keep exploring. Yeah, so we want to go up here. There are things to explore on that mountain, but I'll leave it for when I backtrack through this area. Okay. Ooh. Got another chest. And we have another Mojamon. So Mojamon here, like, he's not very powerful. Like, his physical attack hits pretty hard, but he has a really weak special ice attack because he's very much a physical attacker. But as you can see here, any fire technique will absolutely annihilate his health. But yeah, not too big of a threat. I'll show off triple fire in contrast. So Flame Lance is obviously the main move I'm going to be using here, but triple fire is not bad if you want something that hits multiple times. It's not quite the same power level. But yeah. So Ice Blow is his like special ice attack, but as you'll see here, it's really nothing compared to his normal attack. But yeah. Poor little Mojamon here. Not posing much of a threat to me. Yeah, there's only, I believe there's only 2 Digimon that you can fight in Snow Mountain and Freeze Mountain. So we fought Mojamon, but there is another Digimon here as well. A Night Shield, okay. Can we equip it? Is it any good? feel like Agumon's most likely to get this, if anyone. So it gives a bit more defense. How much is it? Oh, it really lowers our attack though. And it only gives... It's only a 4 in defense, so that's really not worth it. But that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, Mergemon's definitely the easier encounter to fight here, in regards to just how much damage they deal to you. But yeah. I do like the North Sector kind of feels like its own special place compared to the other servers, because it's very hard to get here. Do you want a car battle? Yes, he does. Cool. The Beetle folder. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, now that's an interesting hand. We don't have many Digimon though, unfortunately. So, what I might do is... I'm going to take one... Eclipse Undo is really nice. I can only get up to... How much can I do? I can do... That'll... Plus 20 will get me to 34 and 36. Plus this will get me to 44, 46. Get rid of 2. That's good, but I think we should go for a better green Digimon. I think that's what I'm going to do, is swap the Digimon. Specifically. Although if they have a removal, that could be bad. Tell you what, I'm going to grab a charge terminal, because I can get a better draw out of this. And while I do like these Eclipse Undos, I already have 2 of them, so I feel okay about swapping one of them off. Oh, it's a green deck. We're against a opposing green deck. The nice thing about green decks is they don't typically have a lot of destruction effects. They're more focused on boosting their own stats. Oh, I also got my own green force. That's cool. So I'm going to play that now, before anything happens. I think we can win. There we go. We both have 5 green energy. Now then, my only Digimon to summon here is Kabuterimon. Ooh, Akuamon. That would be a good Digimon for us, actually. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to get rid of this Akuamon here. 19 to 18, that's fine. I'm going to go for a Beast Energy. What did they do? Plus 20. That makes sense. Okay. I'm going to summon Devimon next. We should have an advantage now. Any other card they can play? Ah, plus 10 AP. I mean, we still win. I'm actually going to hold on to the Gold Aura. I don't want to get rid of that card. And I know that I've got enough HP to still survive this round, because the last card in the hand is that Akuamon we just put in the hand. So yeah, that is the value of these new boosted cards that we've got. And I had that summon Devimon in case they destroyed my first one, so maybe I should have played that later. Ooh, we have 3 of a kind. And some other greens. And they get a card back from the track. We want this card, a Curly Cycle, for our green deck. It basically lets you get a card from the trash, so they can reuse it anytime. So, very useful to have. We have 3 J Mergemons and our Mori Shellmon. I think that's what it's called. Oh, they have 2 Akuamons. Interesting. Plus 20. Okay, they really don't want to mess around now, do they? I've only got 2 Devimon. 2 summoned Devimons left. Let's see how this does. 72. See, we lose right now. But I think with this... Imagine we have the pair. Ooh, we each get 3 cards. That's good then, because I've just used up my card, so I'll get an extra card drawn. This is another card that'd be great to have, because it gives you more cards. Interesting, okay. No, we'll hold on for now. Plus 10 AP, okay. They seem to just be boosting 1 Digimon. So if I take out that 1 Digimon they've boosted a bunch of times, kind of puts them in a tricky spot here. And we waste their card. Nice. So really, they helped us more than anything. an extra AP. And the thing is, even with the boosts, we would have got we get a special boost for having 3 of a kind on our field. So you see here, these 3 make a Grappleon one. Gives us a 39, and what was that, like 36? So that's why playing these low-level champions sometimes is really helpful. Because getting 3 of them on a field can give you a big boost in stats. And if you're lucky enough to get 4 of them on a field, that's an even bigger boost. Alright. That's him down. There's a hole there, that's cool. There's a hole there, okay. I believe we go down here. Now, rather than jumping down, we climb up this ladder. I want to grab that item there. The power charge. Not very useful, but that's fine. And that takes you back down Freeze Mountain. I would like to do another battle before we leave this area, actually. Let's see if we can find that other Digimon for a second. There he is. Frigimon. So Frigimon here has a much harder hitting attack, like physical attack, than Mergemon has. But in exchange, his fire weakness is even bigger than Mergemon. Yeah, you can see here, a lot of damage there. In fact, we were actually barely going to survive that. I'm going to try Angelmon next, just to see how much our Thunder Technique does to him. And I'm going to revive them both with a Life Disc, because I figure I might as well. Better to get some XP on both Digimon rather than just one. Oh, come on. Frigimon. Okay, he really doesn't want to mess around there. But yeah, Ice Tolerance would be really helpful to have for this area. Or a Digimon with high Ice Tolerance. Alright, well, let's get our first ever debut of Metal Mamimon here. Alright. I'm not worried because I've got Life Discs. And we are right near the city. In fact, after this fight, we'll be getting to the city. The problem, though, is we don't really have any techniques that'll do a lot. So I'm just going to go for my regular attack here. Which luckily becomes 3 attacks thanks to our multi-crest. Unfortunately, Frigimon is a very defensive Digimon. Like, he hits hard, he has a lot of physical defense. So you really want to hit him on the special side. Yeah, let's go back to Skullgreymon. Try and finish him off with Skullgreymon here. This is a whole team fight here. I know he looks scary, like his damage is quite high. I promise you that he has a very big fire weakness, if my move will just hit for once. Come on, Flame Lance. I just need 1 Flame Lance to hit. That's all I need here. Like I say, 600 damage from 1 hit. But you do want to be careful in the north sector, because these Digimon do hurt quite bad. Alright, I'm going Triple Fire, because I'm having some issue with Frigimon for some reason in hitting him. And at least Triple Fire is more likely to hit. How much does Triple Fire do? 300, that's enough. Good. Alright, didn't get a level up. Level 42. Didn't get a level up. Okay. But that's fine. I would have liked 1 more level up on... Do I risk it? Yeah, I think I risk it. Do I heal, or do I go for the heal? No. No, yeah, I do. Yeah, we heal, because I don't want to risk. We have 13,000 bit, which is very nice for us. And also, we got 2 booster packs. The only unfortunate thing, as far as I know in this game, this next town we're going to does not have any Divermon, so we can't actually open up any booster packs there. I'm just going to run into this corner till we find Digimon. This is also a really good area to level up, right here specifically, because we're right next to the entrance of a city, and the Frigimon and Mergemon here are both very weak to fire. Okay, why am I having no luck with this? Is it on here specifically? Am I on the wrong? Or are you just deciding not to show up? There we go. Just gotta fiddle around sometimes to get a Digimon to show up. Alright, Frigimon, you and me. Round 2. Let's hope this goes better than round 1. Flamelands, please just hit. Oh my god, Frigimon, what is your speed? Or wisdom? One or the other. One or the other is really high right now, for some reason. Or I'm just having bad luck here. Oh well. Who needs that when you got counter? I love it. The same amount of time I've been spending trying to attack, my counter crest did just as much. Alright, 45. We learned Black Fawn. And we leveled up. Amazing. So Black Fawn is a triple attacking dark technique. Not bad, but dark is the least useful element in this game. Because not many Digimon tend to be weak to dark. Or at least not many bosses. Yeah. Now we reach Genbu City. I love this theme. Welcome to the fourth city, Genbu City. Even the AOA isn't here, you can relax. We tightened security because of Bayako and Asuka, so the AOA haven't come here. I really like the military style music. It's very different to the other towns. It makes this place feel like a real fortress that we had to work through. A little explore wonder. Oh, there is a Divamon. Never mind, there is a Divamon. He's up here. Perfect. Let's start by opening our booster packs. Let's see what did we get? Anything good? Preciomon, not bad. We return all cards in trash back to deck. That's not terrible, but it's situational. Not bad, not bad. But we got 2 Leomon. That's great, actually. Alright. Ooh, hello. Well, if we were building a red deck, we just got a monstrous card right there. Unfortunately, I'm not. But Shakuumon's quite good. And we got a Akuamon, so that's quite useful, actually. 2 blocks and no blocks. Okay, cool. Anything good we can buy? I mean, we could get we can get Angelwomon, or we can get King Etamon, but they're very pricey, and Puppetmon is as well. 8,000 would put us down to about 6,000 bit. It would upgrade our deck a bit, but I don't like that it costs 3. For them stats, 3 feels like a lot, and I don't think that's very good. So honestly, I don't think it is that good. It's only a tiny bit stronger than Wagarurumon, and Mega Digimon are actually not that good in this game, because they cost a lot. Unless they have like crazy high stats, they're not worth going after. You'd be better off with 2 ultimates than you would have 1 Mega in this case. I like the Puppetmon, I do. And I like the Angelwomon. 7,700 versus 9,000. Well, it's a no-brainer. I'll buy 1 of the Angelwomon and chuck her in a deck for now. Right. Who is our weakest? You are the weakest by far. Okay. Yeah, we didn't get anything spectacular. But we got Angelwomon. And we have 4 Angemon. That's good. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything spectacular for White Digimon, did I? No. No, so that's fine. Alright, that's that one done. I got a couple of good green cards. Yeah, I'm going to take out the Mori Shellmon. I don't think that one's that useful. We got... what? I've got 4 Blossomon. We got 1 Akuamon, which is good. And what else do I want to take out? I'm going to take out the Grismon, because while he's got good stats, we don't have multiple of him. So he's not especially amazing. But the Leomon's great. Honestly, 2 Leomon I like more than running 4 Mojimon ones. Yeah, like 12 to 13 is okay, but 14, 16 might be better. So I might actually just focus more on the pairs of Kabuterimon. And take the Mergemon out for some stronger Digimon. Like, I see I've got... Well, I've got Grismon, Garurumon, and Tuskmon. Actually, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I like that more. Grismon, Garurumon, and Tuskmon. What are you? 13 to 15. Oh, but HP is quite good, so... Tuskmon? Where are you? Don't want more power, more defense. I'm actually going to go for the defense. I like the defense more. Let's go for that for now. I could shift it around, but I think we have 4 Blossomon and 4 Kabuterimons. I think that's probably better. And the brown Digimon that I got that was good. Honestly, I think for now the Clockmon are better, but I don't have a lot to swap for them. So, what was Tankmon? Was Tankmon 13-13, right? 13-13 is just worse than 13-12. Right, let's have a look. Anything spectacular here? We got... Yeah, it's just Shakuyamon. That's fine. So Shakuyamon gives us our first Mega. 32, 30... Oh no, he's an Ultimate. He's an Ultimate, never mind. Big power booster for that deck, at least. Alright. I think 6,000 is fine, because we need just over... We need 8,700 by the time we go back to Asuka for the next auction. But I'm actually close to that, anyway. Oh yeah, I want to know if there's a... Is there a Piximon in this town? Well, we have an armory, which I should have checked actually first before I bought that card, and an item shop. We do have a Piximon in this nice big corner for him. I'm gonna not switch No, I don't know. Digivolve. I want to go to Renamon. Change Cubimon, because we're never going to use Cubimon anymore for Rosemon specifically. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, how many levels do I need for Angelmon? I need 8 levels to load that technique. That's fine. Oh yeah, I need to go to... Not change Digivolve. Right, yeah. Alright, I'm going to set Metal Mamimon for the battles. Now, I could battle this next leader right now. But I think it might do me more good. Well, actually no, I think we're ready for this. I think we are ready for this fight. We've got some good stats, some good Digimon here. There's no particular problems as such with what I've got here. They all work fine. The Digimon I need to use for this fight, I have them at a decent enough level. I mean, we can do this. We can do this. I'm going to save my game, though, because, you know, big boss fight, of course I want to save before we do it. We'll hold off on the armory. We can do it more later. We can always come back here and do some armor upgrades later on. But yeah. So there's some decent cards here, but the problem is the price of them. But yeah, it's fun. Right. Now I understand with my using a green deck, I have hindered the power level of my deck a little bit. Especially because there's no PG program card that summons a strong green Digimon. The only one you get is Palmon, which is only a weak rookie with 2 attack and 2 defense. But it's fine, I wanted to use a green deck, because, you know, I'm Green Courage. But yeah. I think we're good and ready. Let's just go for it. I think I've got quite a few healing items. Let's see what happens. You must have the Digi-Egg of Knowledge to come here. You're exceptional for your age. Thank you. So there's nothing up there, that's fine. Anything around here? Genbu leader is always strong and pretty reliable. We all love him. Alright. So for the Genbu leader, I'm going to start with my Agumon in the lead. Let's see why I shot him. Genbu leader is the one above here. He's the best of all the city leaders. Take that to heart. This leader is much stronger than the previous ones. Don't be too sure of yourself. Good tamers always fight with everything they've got. Right. I want to just quickly pop out here, because this leads to the item, which I believe is just a recovery disc. Yep. Not a very useful item, but it gets rid of a bad ailment, at least, so I guess we have it. Alright. Well, with nowhere else to turn, let's go. Here he is, the final city leader for the Asuka server. Genbu leader. Hmm? What? A challenger at a time like this? Genbu leader, I've got a favor to ask. Can I have your badge to get to the real world? Sorry, no matter what, I can't give the badge for free. Those are the rules. If you want it, you have to win against me. Oh, alright, I knew you was going to say that. Let's get this over with. Alright. Genbu leader. The first Digimon is Vikemon. Very powerful ice attack based Digimon. And honestly, the biggest threat of this fight. Like, I'm not joking, this Digimon can give teams a lot of trouble. Counter Crest is your best friend, but also a strong fire technique will get you far as well. As you can see here, we already did 500 with our first hit. But as you'll see here, his damage output is just as insane. 2,200. Which is why the Counter Crest is absolutely your best friend here. Now I'm going to be using the life disc strategy I've been using to make free switch ups here. So next up is Metal Etamon. Now Metal Etamon here has a lot of physical defense. He's very weak to water and very weak to thunder. I'm just testing his fire tolerance. Yeah, took that pretty hard. He has far less power than Vikemon, but still enough power to be a problem, so don't underestimate him too much. This is where having a good water technique could really help, or a really good thunder technique. And Renamon has both of those. So this is where Renamon's really helpful. So let's see how much Divine Rain does first, and then we'll try Thunder Gemini after. See which one does more. 300, that's good. We'll try Thunder Gemini next, see whether he's more weak to thunder or fire, or water. But yeah. 600 damage. But yeah, Metal Etamon here is very bulky, so this is probably where the fight takes the longest. Depending on how you do. But like I say, he doesn't hit quite as hard at least. So honestly, Metal Etamon to me is kind of the easy member of the three. I'd rather deal with a Digimon that hits a bit less hard, but has more defense, than a Digimon that hits really hard. I mean, I know the Counter Crest helps, but it only helps so far. Okay, so I think Thunder actually did a bit more. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah. I know. Sorry, just got my speaker. He's charging. I really wish this computer had an actual speaker that I didn't have to plug a separate one in. Just give me a second. Just load my next attack in. I'll sort this speaker out. Right, I think that's set. Oh no! I forgot he had Mega Heal. That's a problem. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I don't think I'm winning this round with Angelmon, but that's fine, we'll heal up. Oh dear. Also, this is the big problem with using Wisdom, is if we miss an attack, we have to deal with all this again. 400, not bad. Yeah, Mega Heal is the biggest problem with it. I forgot about that. Yeah, so he can heal pretty much all his health back with Mega Heal. So this is where the fight becomes very annoying. Alright, Monmon. We'll go to Metal Mamimon for the time being. I'm going to use our first life disc of the match. Yeah, right, here we go. I do find it funny that his attack is just throwing a banana peel. I quite like that. Ooh, we got a counter attack, that's good. I'm actually going to switch here straight away. Back to Renamon. But I'm going to go to Talmon. I'm going to see if Electro Bolt can get us the kill against Metaletamon here a bit better. Good. We want him to go for regular attacks. That's the best outcome here. Especially because we have a chance of counter-attacking. We didn't there, but that's fine. Alright. Electro Bolt. Give us some good damage, please. Oh, he's so annoying. I hate this Metaletamon. He just does not want to go down. Alright, let's try again. Just give us one hit, Renamon, please. Oh, come on. That did 600 damage. That's not even enough. I'm hoping that's without the Search Crest activating, because that should be doing way more damage than it is. I think it's just my levels. I think my Digimon just aren't like quite high enough level. This is such an annoying fight, because like, I have the elemental power against him, but I just don't have the damage output. Thank you, Counter Crest. This is why Counter Crest is so helpful. Okay. Now I know he could heal, but I really do want to use Renamon here to finish this fight off. Supercharge, here we go. Good. I don't mind if I block it, I don't mind if I get hit by it, just don't die instantly to it. Just don't heal. Alright, we're going to stick with Electro Ball. It's my strongest attack into Metaletamon here. 600. No, so that's consistent. That's really good for me actually, because I think one more of these should hopefully kill here. Yes, thank you. And that was, of course, now I get the crit. Alright, final Digimon, Antilamon. Pretty scary final Digimon, all things considered. Hits pretty hard, has a very powerful Dark Elemental attack to watch out for. I know this is risky, but I'm going to switch immediately to... Let me check who does more. Oh, they're both about the same, aren't they? No, yeah, we'll go Skull Greymon. Because Skull Greymon has a higher Dark Tolerance. So, Antilamon's weakness is actually Fire, as we discovered last part, when we fought one out in Amaterasu City. The problem is this move, Dark Elemental. Thankfully, Agumon is our most defensive Digimon for Dark Elemental attacks. So I'm hoping here that Flame Lance is going to do us some good damage. Absolutely the attack I needed. Yeah, we've got this in the bag now. So, Metaletamon's the annoying part, Vikemon's the most powerful part, and Antilamon's sort of in the middle, where they can do a lot of damage, but they also have a lot of... They have a very big weakness to fire, so definitely use that fire weakness if you can. No level ups, no level ups. No level ups at all, wow, okay. That feels really odd to me, but oh well. We have finally defeated the Genbu leader. Yeah, I won against Genbu leader too. Green Sea, I apologize for making you fight. I wanted to see for myself that you can really fight against the AOA. Oh, I see. Now, take this and stop the AOA's plans. Yeah, I got the Genbu badge. I think you're strong enough to fight on, but they too are strong, so keep your guard up. Thanks, Genbu leader. And there you have it. So, we did that quite quick, to be fair. Not the smoothest fight in the world, but you know what? We still did it. Ooh, does he say anything now? If I was younger, I'd give him the old 1-2. I'm envious of you, boy. Alright, now what we have to do is a very long detour. How much bit do we get? Yeah, so we don't quite have enough bit yet, but that's fine. We will by the time we get back, hopefully. What I need to do now first of all I need to save, because I do not want to have to rebattle him, is I need to go all the way back to Asuka City, because the next auction opens up as soon as we defeat the Genbu leader. So yeah, as annoying as it is, we need to leave North Sector, go all the way back to the Asuka server, to Asuka City, and then go all the way back to the North Sector again to continue the story. But I do want to get these auction items. I'm not missing any of them, and I've done well so far in getting them all. And if we go too far into the story, you won't be able to get these items until the end of the game for a much more expensive price. Yeah, I don't think I ever went into that. So if you don't buy the auction items that I've been getting through the game, you can buy them, but at a way more expensive price at the very end of the game. So really, you want to make sure you can get these items as early as you can. But yeah. So we leave the battle gate, which is basically like an entry point for Genbu City. Go through Freeze Mountain, which thankfully has a nice big shortcut here to the end of it. I do want to show the other half of Snow Mountain though, so we are actually going to just quickly have a wander around Snow Mountain. Because I want to fight that tamer that's down there. So we're going to drop off here. Let's talk to you. So first of all, we have there is an inn here. Get that registered in the map. Just in case you need it, there is an inn. Right there. I can tell you are my hero. Oh, glorious hero, please show me your skills in card battle. Well, alright then. Strange folder. Okay. Choose our green folder. We go first. Ooh, we got 2 green Digimon, and a program card. Now, unfortunately... Oh no, I can summon both Digimon, because they're... how many? 2 block, 1 block. I can get rid of 2 Digimon on their field. Okay. And I have a blue energy one. I could go for a boost, but I think with 2 removals... I'm actually going to go for Vicious Hacking here, because I need to see what cards they have in their hand. Ah, Charge Terminal. No, I'm going to let them use Charge Terminal first, and then I'm going to go for this. Okay, thankfully they didn't get any blue blocks, which means they don't have a freeze book. Let's have a look at what they have here with Vicious Hacking. What do they have in the hand? Okay, so very weak, terrible, very weak, decent. This one is a big card. Deals 15 points to all Digimon. Now that's a weird choice, because if they did that, they'd destroy their own Digimon. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to fight a pure battle here of just who hits harder. And I think, honestly, just these 2 Digimon might still hit harder than all of his Digimon. Easy. That is insanely good. And he has no more cards to play, while we still have those, which I'm actually going to shuffle back into the deck. Because I don't see a point if we can already beat him with this. It's a weird choice, though, that he would destroy his whole field, but then I guess he would have got rid of our field, and we would have lost the round there. Because if you get a draw, you automatically lose. So that's important to know. Alright. And we have a Charge Terminal too, which is good, because we can't currently summon our green Digimon. They do have some blues, unfortunately. But they didn't activate it. Good. Okay. They got a blue energy, so they might be using a blue deck this time. Like, they might have blue Digimon to summon. Alright, we have 4, so I can either summon just those 2, or I can summon 2, 1, and save 1. No, I think it's a no-brainer. I've got to summon my stronger ones. Ah, big thing there. Right off the bat. So we need to get rid of that triple Digitamamon, or we just lose to that immediately. Chuck that back in their hand. Now, the next thing I need to do is get rid of this. No, we're not done yet, though. Now, I need to use my aura to boost both Digimon's stats up. All brown Digimon into trash. That's all they've got. So they're just done. They just destroy their own card. And I'm very glad I didn't play my brown deck now. Okay, they just destroyed the field. That is so odd. What is going on with this? That is so... I can see why they're called the strange deck now, with players like that. But you know what? A win's a win. I will take it, gladly. When you have saved the world, please make me your bride-to-be. Okay, you need to chill, buddy. Alright, now... Having got that leader badge, we can make our way to Asuka for the auction. But I'm also going to be working my way through getting some XP on Skull Greymon and Angelwomon specifically right now. Metal Mamimon will get his time to shine, but just not yet, because these Digimon here, we're not really going to be able to do anything with them. I say as I've missed my Flame Lance. That's what we need. That one-hit kill is what I was hoping for. Nice. Now then, what's in this chest? A Shamshir. Okay. I think that's like a sword or something. Oh, I clicked attack a bit too soon. Okay, well. We did a physical attack. 194. Digimon! I like that he actually uses his Sub-Zero Ice Punch, which was his signature move in the anime. For his, like, regular attack. I know it's just like an ice punch, but I mean, that's basically what it was anyway. 47. I was going to restock, but with the bit that I've got after buying that one copy of a decent card, I wouldn't have had enough to get the stock up, but that's fine. What I want to do here, no, not that. We want to use one supercharge. Oh, actually, I might as well use the power charge here, get to full health. I'll show you just quickly on the map as well. So this is the north sector. We've already explored this first half here. We're going to go back to Boot Mountain here, go underground to get back to Plug Cave, Central Park, Asuka City, and then we'll explore this second half over here that we haven't been to yet. And then, once we've done that, we'll have the entire map filled out, because we'll have been to everywhere in the entire Asuka server. I believe I just go down and along here. Right, now I want to switch up to Renamon. This is where Renamon shines. But yeah, I do quite like this. The north sector gives specific elements and Digimon a bit of time to shine. Was it here? I don't think it was that one. I think it was a bit further down, the hole I need. It was like on the edge of like a path. Ooh, we have a red Triceramon. Okay, let's try the ice first, because he's a dinosaur Digimon. So this is an alternative coloured Triceramon. 444, that's good damage, to be fair. I'll go for water next and compare the damage there. 1040. We could just about take one more if it doesn't crit. Okay, ice is definitely stronger into Triceramon. So he does keep his elemental weakness. It's ice at least. Good to know. This is also one of the... Yeah, getting tongue-tied now. This is also one of the Digimon that Armamon is pretty decent into, with the Dino Buster. But for now, Ice Shower should do us plenty. Nice, good job, Renamon. And that Search Crest helping us again. 43, we need 7 levels to get Angelwomon leveled into the next form. I definitely need... I think what I'm going to do after the auction... After I've done the auction, is I'm going to stock up on some more superchargers. Like, I know life discs are important too, but the superchargers in particular, I think I'm going to really need going forward. But yeah, so we've got to make our way back. Then we go down this step here. Can we rematch them? Actually, can we battle you again? Yeah, we can. Oh, that's good. I want to do one more battle, just because I want to get another booster pack to open in Asuka City. I'm going to use my brown deck. I haven't used my brown deck yet. I don't remember them having anything for brown cards, specifically. Was this the tamer that had Freeze Bug? I don't remember. Yeah, this is the one that had Freeze Bug. That's so annoying. I forgot about that. Black Energy. Fine. Beep. I literally battled them not long ago, and I forgot already that they did that. But the nice thing is, we don't have to worry about any blocks, because brown Digimon don't cost any. Control parts. Okay. $12. $11. Okay. Let's return Shakuyamon. I think this goes back to my hand, actually. Yeah, it does. No, I'm not letting you win that way. I'm going to save the other Eclipse Undo for now, because we do have this Devimon still. One brown Digimon for opponent's hand into the trash. Ah, that's so unfortunate. We're going to lose our Shakuyamon. There's nothing I can do about that either. Boo. That's fine, though. We still have enough points to win, at least round one. I think this is the one that had the virus thing. Let's see what we get. Good, we have a charge terminal. That's always nice to see. We want to play that immediately. You know, another Cyclone would be awesome to see. No, but we got another charge terminal. That's superb. That is so good. Like, our hand is going to be so full. Bing, bing. Okay. Not bad, actually. Okay. Cool. They get another black point, because they really want to get those black Digimon out. Oh, vicious hacking. Really? We got rid of my gold aura, so I can't boost all my stats up. Fine. Well, we got Garbage-Mon, Meteormon, Cyclomon, Cyclomon. So we're around 70 in power. Yeah, we are way higher than they are. 75, 75. Somehow I got exactly the same. One non into my hand, into the trash. Okay. That's fine. I'll go for a summon, bring out a Devimon then, for now. Still stronger. Yep, and it just passed. Awesome. Yeah, I think our decks are fine for the... I was worried about how strong my deck would be for the North Sector, but I gotta say, it's working pretty well. That's fine. We get at least a new card added. Now I need to go down here, along here, into the hole. I've got to go in the hole. And unfortunately now I've got to go all the way down south to get back to Plug Cape, and then I've got to go back to Asuka, and then I've got to go all the way back here again. Thankfully, I believe this is the longest backtracking from... Like, this will only be a handful of times where the backtracking is this bad for the auctions. But to be fair, we've only got a few more auctions to go. We can do it. Alright, Kurisarimon. Let's try this again. I need to find out what is your weakness. I'm pretty sure it's water and thunder. But we'll find out right now. Definitely not water. That did no damage. And of course, we're becoming confused. Yeah, I don't like Kurisarimon. They're just annoying to fight. But I learned that they don't take much from water, so now I just gotta wait until it runs away. Because if it doesn't run away, I'm bringing in Armamon and I'm going for Bugbuster. Because it is technically an insect, that's the weirdest thing about this one. Yeah, we're just going to keep spamming X, because while you're confused, the only thing you can do is attack anyway. 300, confused. Oh my god. Stop! Alright. That was a disaster. Oh wait, I need to heal. I almost forgot I need to heal. I got so wrapped up in the confusion I forgot to check. That's fine. Boom! Yeah, I hope this playthrough has been showing the importance of elemental weaknesses. They've been really helping me out throughout this playthrough for just dealing big damage to these Digimon that deal big damage back to me. I mean, obviously it's an RPG, so you need to be leveled up a bit more and like you get stronger moves and everything, but like I do like the fact you notice your levels go up a lot. Like as a level goes up with a Digimon, you feel yourself become way stronger. But yeah. Alright, Dromojamon. I'm gonna have a go at this. Divine Rain! I'm pretty sure I established before that water just does way more than thunder does. To Dromojamon specifically. Unfortunately, they also do an immense amount of damage back to us. 1,300 is insane. But if we can hit this attack, we can take them out without having to use a healing item. Oh, what? No! We did 500! Are you telling me that's only a critical hit? Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. Renamon just can't kill consistently enough. I don't want to waste a life disc here, but I'm also like, I want those level ups on Angelmon. Because the sooner Angelmon's leveled up, the sooner I can get around to using them. Fine, life disc. At least I don't have to heal them after this fight. I may have to heal up Agumon after this fight. Unless he blocks, evading would be very nice to see. We're not getting any evasion, great. I should also mention, I believe Dromojamon here has a chance of dropping a pretty decent helmet, I want to say it is. The Drill Horn. Which is nice, but not really gonna... It's not... I'm not overly fussed about going after it right now. But yeah. The underground proving once again why it's a problem. Boom. We want to destroy that block. We want to go down here. Thankfully, it's sort of just a diagonal up route for the north sector. It's really not that bad. And you know you're in the right place when you see this like light blue colour, which I really like. Wait, oh, I'm in the wrong place. Asuka's northwest Badlands. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay. North Badlands? Alright, well. Well, alright, I guess I learned a new lesson. North Badlands exit is right here. But no, it'd be faster for me to go back underground and do it than it would be to go through the Badlands and across the water. Safer, it would be safer going that way, but I'm also going to get way better XP underground. Alright, so North Badlands it is then. So somewhere along the line I did get muddled up after all. Where did we make a wrong turn? That's my question here. Was it here? Yeah, this is kind of a problem with the underground, is it's very easy to get accidentally lost. Something tells me that's not an exit point. I'm sure I went through the right hole. So, down south is North Badlands. So, I guess I gotta go across then? You know, I wish my memory was better because I literally did this less than half an hour ago. Well, actually it was more than half an hour ago, but still. Like, I guess I go south here? I don't know. Alright, Ramon, we established. Thunder is your weakness. I clicked ice like a stupid idiot, though. Because I don't know why I did that. 199. Ramon's attacking! Like, at least Ramon's physical attack isn't really a big deal. I mean, 500 is a lot, but it's not a devastating amount of damage. It's the metal... It's like the magical missile attack it has. But it's very weak to thunder, which is nice. Magical cannon, that's the name of it. I can't remember the name of the move. Honestly, this might just kill Renamon. No, it didn't! Oh my god, Renamon! Stepping up in the world. No. I know blasting... I know I'm probably going to lose Renamon here, but if we get lucky enough to get 2 attacks in, or just knock it out, even better. Thank you, Search Crest, for your crit chance boosting. Right. Now we'll heal. We're level 45. We need 5 more levels with Angelwomon to get the water technique loaded. And then I can start using Rosemon, who will do way more damage than Angelwomon does. Because the thing with Angelwomon is their techniques aren't very impressive, aside from Divine Rain. And their damage output isn't really great. So I really want to get using Rosemon. But to use Rosemon effectively, I need to get Rosemon leveled up more. Okay, is it this route then? I think I just made one wrong turn and it took me to the wrong Badlands. Yeah, there's Kurtamon. Okay, so let me make a correction here. You can go by the Badlands route to get to North Sector as well, apparently. It just takes longer. You're supposed to go through Asuka, Plug K. 400. That 400 is nice damage. Magical Cannon is not nice to see, though. The only way this is good to see is if we get a lucky crit, not crit, counter. No, not counter, blast, because we can't counter special attacks. Alright. Show your stuff, Sakuyamon. This is our eventual Mega that we'll get for Renamon when she hits level 40. So, preview of things to look forward to. Let's show off our big special magical technique. And thankfully, unlike Daomon, where their big technique is a stupid physical attack, they fixed it for Sakuyamon and made it a special attack. Which makes Sakuyamon way better than Daomon by default. Like a big upgrade. Yeah. And there we are, Plug Cape. Go through here. We've got to go through the park. Round the winding paths. Up here to Asuka City. Okay, really? Really? You're gonna give us a Tapermon to fight? Or, yeah, a Tapermon? It's not gonna level me up. So what's the point? To waste my time. I mean, Renamon can one-shot. Renamon is not our physical attacker at all. I mean, I guess the bit is nice. Which, honestly, has been a big help for us, because we did not have enough bit before we did this. But now we do. We have enough bit for the auction. And this auction's really good for us, because after so long of the game, where Renamon and Munmon have been getting new equipment, Agamon's been left in the dust, and finally now Agumon will get their first legendary equipment. Or Digimon specific equipment, I guess I should call it. As always, we go through the underground path to El Dorado, through the water tunnel for the auction. And this one unlocks, just as a reminder, after you beat the Genbu leader. So as soon as you beat Genbu leader, do this. Come back here to get your auction item. Obviously, if you don't want the auction items, then you don't have to go after them, but I do because I'm trying to get all the auction items anyway, and I like the idea of Digimon having their own equipment. It gives a decent boost to charisma in particular if you have the full set. Yeah. This should be now's your chance. Finally, a main item. Brave Helmet. This Agumon exclusive helmet will start at 7,000 bit. So yeah, the auctions are now getting very expensive, so we're going to need good ways of getting bit. But we will soon unlock something that will help us do that. So yeah, 8,700 bit is how much you need for this auction. So be ready for that. Empty out that wallet. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot for... I don't have a lot of money right now. That's fine. I'm going to use the Brave Helmet immediately for Agumon. Because I feel like it has been a while since we gave Agumon something really cool to equip. Actually, let me check. Everything is top. So we have Wing Helmet right now, but the Brave Helmet, while losing 10 points of wind resistance, also gives us 9 more defense and a decent boost of charisma. Now our armor is fine. The weapon, yeah, just not, like, we're fine with that, so I don't need the Shimate or whatever it is. I don't think any of the shields are worth it. Like, the Knight Shield's okay, but I don't think it's that impressive. Anything for these guys? No, I know what I want to... Yeah, you're fine. 2 Yin-Yangs. Anything better than the Magical Crown? I don't think I do have anything better. No, that's for Patamon. That's fine. We still have 1,000 bit left. And I'm going to sell a couple... I'm going to sell a few bits of equipment before going to get the... before stocking up on superchargers. I also want to just quickly open up those booster packs. I know buying that green card probably wasn't worth it in the shop, but I figure sometimes just a quick little upgrade to my deck is nice to do. Because I really do like the card game in this game. And the more card games I've been playing of it, like off stream, just doing some card battles, getting some booster packs, the more I'm really appreciating how simple but exciting this card game is. Let's quickly have a look at that. Yeah, see, here, the only one's really worth it. Chaos Virus is fantastic. If you can buy some of them, that's a great card. Yeah. Alright, 11A, what you got? Nothing for our deck specifically. It's a shame because there are some okay cards, like, they're not bad. But yeah, Waramonzi Mountain, I like that card. Alright, so we got 3 Wergurumons, that's already great. We have a Metal Etamon, who unfortunately is another green one that costs 3. So honestly, I'm not going to use him either. Like, King Etamon and Metal Etamon are not that good. Monzimon! I love Monzimon, he's a cute design. Good brown one. And with 3 Leomon. And a Metal Mamimon too. I've got some decent Digimon there. We'll add that Metal Mamimon for 1. Any that I've not got many of. I'm going to get rid of the Pidomon for... Where is he? That Metal Mamimon. I think he's the strongest, one of the strongest ones I've got, yeah. Alright, next green. Let's take these guys out, bit by bit. We have got... See, I know it's higher stat, but it's not worth it. It really isn't. Take 14 out for... Where are you? Honestly, yeah, I think the Leomon's the best one to go for, definitely. Like, I'm aware that adding a Metal Etamon would give us, like, 35. Ooh, that's nice. But 3 blocks is really pricey for a card like that. So it's not worth it. Like, especially when these guys are pretty close in stats. Like, they're still pretty good. So I'm going to hold off on Megas until we get a much better Mega. And in our brown one, we just got 1 card, didn't we? And it was worth going for. See, Bomber Nanny... Bomber and Animon's not great, but we don't really have a lot of good brown cards yet. So I'm going to need to keep an eye out for when I get more brown cards to use. You've got 4 Cyclomon. I think it was just Monzimon, wasn't it? That's the only one that's worth... Yeah, just Monzimon. Which is our second strongest, actually. Yeah, so the next things that'll be taken out is our Bomber and Animons, once we get some better cards for that. I mean, let me have a quick look. Do we have any better stat brown Digimon to put in? Gardemomon's not bad. Tankmon's not bad. We've already got 4 Clockmon though, so we can't do that. Alright, I'm going to take them out, because I think, well, Bomber and Animon's fine. If we're only running 3 of them, not really worth using. Where is it? Tankmon. And our last Digimon to put in will be what? We've got 4 of them. Mud Frigimon, sure. Yeah. 4 Clockmon, 4 Cyclomon, 3 Meteormon, that's nice. Alright, I feel good about that. I think our decks... The decks have had a bit of an upgrade. Just in this part alone, we've already got a few good packs. I won't do another card battle when with those first tamers I've already battled. I just wanted to show them off. And also it gave me a chance to show the upgrades to all 3 of my decks. As well as showing that I've now decided to do a white deck for my first one. After a bit of umming and ahhing about what colour to go for. So, okay. Now, let's go to the shop, because I do want to actually buy some superchargers. Which are over here. There we go. Go to the black market. And I believe we can sell. Yeah, we can sell. Good. No, it doesn't sell for much, so there's no point. No. Yeah, we don't need the needle glove. That's not worth it. Not very useful. That's fine. Pulse Guard is fine, but it's not really that impressive. Shamshi is also not impressive. Yeah, get rid of those two. But we still have the Ronin Blade and the Hazard Fang. Armor. No, we're going to sell the Wing Helmet, because we don't need that anymore. Get rid of the Night Shield, not very useful. Get rid of Guard Barrier as well, don't really need that. But we have 4 different ones. I don't think there's any special accessories I need to get rid of. Like, I'm pretty happy having these. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Yeah, we'll hold on to that. We now have 7,000 bit. So I've got plenty of bit here to buy... I don't know why I stopped talking to him. I'm going to buy a bunch of superchargers, but I'm not going to go mental on it. I think... How many? Maybe 24, so we go back up to 50. And we still have 4,000 bit. That feels good to me. I do have 7 life discs, so I could add a life disc or 2 before going to North Sector. That might actually help us out a bit. Just get, like, I mean, yeah, because we don't really get another opportunity to buy big things. And I'll get money back anyway through all the stuff we're going to be doing. So I'm already doing this. So 9. 9 is how many we can afford, but I want to use all that. Do I want to do 6? Because we did have 12. I think 12 is a good amount. That'll do us fine for now. And we still have 1,600, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but that is enough to give us a big boost. Now, I'm not going to be able to save for a while going forward, because we're going to be going to areas where we find things. So what I want to do now is I'm going to heal at the inn, as always, save at the inn, then we're going to make our way back to North Sector, because I've got a little gauntlet thingy up in North Sector to do, which, before we can save. Because the first half of what I wanted to do in North Sector was beat the Genbu leader, which we've done. we've been in Genbu City. I didn't show off any armor because the armor's about as good as what we can get right now. Like, as the last town, like the Amaterasu City, like the Amaterasu server towns. So it's good, but it's nothing incredible. And to be fair, I'm going for a lot of Digimon exclusive equipment anyway for my Digimon. So we're alright for now. And we'll be getting some upgrades coming soon anyway. So I didn't want to buy like a new weapon or anything. But there we go, we've saved the game, we've healed up. Let's go back to North Sector. But yeah, the first half I wanted to do was get the... I wanted to make sure... Ooh. Hold on. Sorry, just a second. Excuse me. I assume it's still on. Sorry, my sound's just... Okay, I don't know what happened. My sound died for a minute. Alright, sorry about that. My sound just died randomly. I think it's back on now. Nothing's interrupted on the stream. Okay. Yeah, we're all good. Alright, so... Yeah, so as I was saying, I wanted to do the Genbu City, get the auction item. That was sort of the main goal of this part, but since we've got plenty of time left, I'm going to now go off and do the next big story part. But also I want to fill out the... I want to fill up the North Sector map. And there's some interesting places of... There's some places of interest that I haven't shown yet in North Sector. So yeah, we're going to go do that. I don't remember where that first hole goes, but I don't remember it being anything important. So that's why I'm just sort of running past it. Yeah, I should also mention that now that we have Digimon, there are a lot of little secret items and areas that you can go around exploring, making your way through different servers to get to secret spots that you might not have been able to get to before with items to find. And there's also, once you've beaten both the Amaterasu and Asuka server card leaders, so we've beaten the Asuka one because we got the trophy from Divamon at the end of the last part. The Amaterasu server also has a dual island to beat. Once you beat both of them, you get a trophy that gets you access to some of the strongest tamers underground, who have some extremely rare and interesting cards to go after. So yeah, very worth looking into. But with that being said, we're going to go back to North Sector. Alright, Dromojimon. Let's do this. I know you're strong, but my Angelomon could fight you. Never mind, I'm terrified. Please don't kill me. I mean, the ideal situation is I just counterattack and I win, but it's not guaranteed to happen. It's nice when it does happen, and it makes Renamon the premier countercrest Digimon. But it's fine. It's fine. Unfortunately, it means after every fight, I have to then stop and heal Renamon. Because right now, we just can't be... We don't have a way to one-shot Dromojimon. Even Divine Rain just doesn't do enough damage to him. Which is very annoying. But yeah. But yeah, I recommend for the next section we're going to go to, we'll have a bunch of boss battles coming up that you fight not in a row, but sort of in a row. You can leave the area to go back and heal, but it does also waste a bit of time doing that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way so far. Now we go across this way and up. There's a point where we turn a different direction. No, I've done it again. I've gone the wrong way. Oh. For some reason, my mind just says it's all diagonally up. No, it's diagonal up, and then it's diagonal to the left side and up. For some reason, these tunnels really do confuse me. Even though, like, you know, I've just done this path not long ago. It's not the end of the world, because I'm at least getting some training on Renamon. Which will be very nice when I can get Rosemon. See, look at that. We're so close to the one shot, but we just don't quite do it. Oh my god, Renamon, that's what we needed. Please just land this Divine Rain, kill it, and get us a free battle. That's what we're after. Oh my god. Thank you, Renamon. It only took you like 6 odd battles to do it. Good. 2 more Dromogimon battles will get us Angelmon to level 50. So we can load the technique when we go to a Piximon. Which means I will have to make a little detour to Genbu City, because Genbu City is the only place of a Piximon in North Sector. Which is very annoying. But it is what it is. Oh wait, no, I think there is a Piximon in okay. That's actually something to check. I think there's a Piximon somewhere else in North Sector I can use. Let's see. Is it? I don't actually know if there is a... I want to say there's a Piximon in an area. Nice job, Renamon. One more level should do it. Just gonna heal up a bit quickly. Yes, we want supercharge. Would be really nice. No, I think it is only Genbu City. I was thinking of another area in North Sector if it had a Piximon, but I don't think it does. And unfortunately, there's no guide to tell me. There is a save point in the other section I'm thinking of, but it doesn't have a Piximon from the looks of it. I'm gonna be really annoyed if I do all this and I find out, oh, there was a Piximon, but I don't think there is, and it's not looking like there is. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that there isn't Piximon there. I've already battled her twice, so I'm not going to do that again. And there are a couple other tamers in North Sector. But yeah, we're going to go to Genbu City so I can load this technique. Because we should get to level 50 by the time we get through this. This also gives me a chance to see if we can do anything with Renamon against these Digimon. Like how much Thunder does, for example, to Digimon here. Okay. Wow, okay. Mojamon. Alright, let's see how much... Okay, oh, they'll attack us immediately. Cool, thanks. But you can see here, Mojamon's really not a big threat anyway. Okay. Ice obviously won't do anything to them. Let's try Thunder. I feel like Thunder would make sense to be decent into Ice Digimon. Okay, or not, apparently not. Good to know Mojamon doesn't care much for it. I'll try Water, though I don't know why Water would be strong against Ice. Let's try Divine Rain. So that did 100. Let's see how much Divine Rain does in contrast. ...123, yeah, see, resists Water way more. I think I'm going to I'm going to change over to Agumon then, in that case. Let's use Skullgreymon, who's at level 48. For the record, we need Skullgreymon to level 99 to get our next evolution, which is very annoying, but it will pay off leveling up more. Let's go for Triple Fire, just for a bit of a different attack. Yeah, okay, Triple Fire really doesn't do much, does it? Even though Ice is weak to fire, we really want to rely on Flame Lance. Okay, so we'll go Flame Lance then. $541. Okay. Yeah, Mergemon, they take more to take down than Frigimon in regards to the special attacks, but in return, Mergemon also don't do nearly as much damage as Frigimon does. Even to my Ice Weak Skullgreymon here. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That didn't even give me the level up. Of course not. Alright. Let's heal up. I mean, there is an inn right here, but I actually think it cost way more than just using 2 supercharges here. And yes, I'm healing up Renamon because I'm determined to get the level up on Angelmon here. Oh, actually. Ew, can we just get a Cardmon? I figure I might as well try. Oh, Frigimon. That's actually even better than bumping into a Cardmon. Alright. Let's go! Skullgreymon. Frigimon! Alright. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. But 1 counter will kill. Yeah, I'll take it. Sure. Why not? And there you go. You can now finally load Divine Rain. Renamon's 33. And Skullgreymon didn't even get the level up he should have. He deserved to get. Alright. So I want to change Renamon's Battle Digimon now to Rosemon. Because Rosemon's just a strict upgrade. Like, if you look here, 465, 455, more defense, more speed. There's literally no reason not to go for Rosemon. But the problem is you can only load techniques at the lab, which is very annoying. So we're going to put Agumon in the lead now. And I'm going to go for a Supercharge on Agumon. Nice. Now then, I gotta go up to Genbu, where we may as well just heal and heal up. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not that down. That down path takes us, I think, to like maybe like a hole or something. But it's not where we want to go. Climb the ladder, climb the ladder, climb the ladder, climb the ladder. I keep forgetting it's not that way. It's down, up the ladder, and then up the path here. You know, I was just going to say, I'm surprised I haven't bumped into any Digimon. But Mergemon decided, no, you're going to fight me, whether you like it or not. Yeah, so it looks like Mergemon we don't really knock out in one hit, unfortunately, but that's fine. We could always counter-attack him. Or just not do that. Sure. Why not? Come on, Skullgreymon, take it out. I mean, it still does really good damage, at least. So it's not like we're not doing good damage to him. Okay, I want to just quickly check the accessories for a second while we fight here. Okay. So, in the north sector right now, we can gain access to Fire Power 2, which I'll let you know when we get that. Ice Power 2 as well. So yeah, Fire and Ice Power 2 are the two we can actually gain access to. And apparently, we can even get access to the highest water power. If this is correct. Which would be really big for us, actually. So, keep an eye out. But yeah. So, yeah, we need to go find the... First things first, let's talk to Piximon here. Piximon! Load technique. Give us Divine Rain. There we go. Antidote, Divine Rain, Thunder Gemini, Ice Shower. There you go. At least gives us a bit more potential. What's also nice is my Agumon has Picking Claw, thanks to his loaded Digimon. Honestly, I was gonna use the Inn. No, let's use the Inn. Let's use the Inn so we can be fully topped up going forward. It's specifically for MP more than anything else. Right. How much bit do we have? How much bit do we have? 4,000 bit. Let's have a quick look at the shop. The armory specifically. It's also interesting that there's no accessory shop here. It's almost like they realised the accessories are kind of not very worth using compared to other things. Right. No one. Weaker than what we have. Weaker than what we have. We already have it anyway. Yeah, you can see here, there's really not a lot going for it in the weapons. Even the armor is not that amazing. The Kung Fu cap's quite good for Renamon at least, so that's not bad. The Shaman mask is way better is better for Renamon at least. The down jacket's not bad, but it lowers our dark resistance, which we actually want to have a bit of dark resistance. I mean, that's good armor to be fair. It's not bad. It gives us a bit of machine resistance, but honestly, I mean, we can't afford it anyway, but I thought I might as well have a look. I think I'm just going to get a Shaman mask. Slightly boosts Renamon's defense. Let's have a look at armor for a second. The magical crown I'm going to get rid of. Yeah. It's a little upgrade, but that little upgrade is going to help us in a big way. We're going to stick with what we've got. I think what we've got here works quite well. So let's keep going. But we did what we did. We did what we needed to up there. So now I got to get through Freeze Mountain. Through Freeze Mountain. Through Freeze Mountain. Through Freeze Mountain. Use my THs. Freeze. Freeze. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, we're going to go through Freeze Mountain and make our way back to the Fire Mountain. Because that's where our first item of interest is. Digimon nearly took that down. Nearly took him out in one hit. Can we block it? Agumon, you're a beast. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, the sooner we get Skull Greymon, like, all the way leveled up, the better. My prediction is probably going to be not until we've got through the next major area. Which is, or at least, or a bit past that. If I can get to level 70 before then, though, that'd be great. Because Skull Greymon has a really cool ultimate attack. Although it is a dark element attack, it's a pretty powerful one that makes up for it. But yeah. So we're going down, along, down this way. So, Freeze and Snow Mountain, they don't have a lot to offer besides a couple of okay items and the path obviously to Genbu. They've got an inn, which is nice, and they've got a couple little holes that you can explore with digging, which is nice. Most of them will be more useful later in the game though. Alright, now we need Flame Lance. Go, my little Skull Greymon. But yeah, in regards to the Digimon themselves, Frigimon and Mergimon don't really have like anything extravagant about them besides just big damage. But they are. This is a great place to train up your Agumon, or any Digimon with a good fire technique. I should probably just go for triple fire, but nah. No, now I'm regretting not going for triple fire. No, Frigimon. Oh my god. Okay, second chance. You know what? I'm going for it. I'm going for triple fire. I think we need to. Come on, Skullgreymon. See, he would have blocked our hit. We got 2 out of 3. That'll do. Oh my god, yes. And we're going to go for another triple fire because I don't trust hitting the first one. Yeah, see? It's like I know. It's like I know that he's going to block one. Unfortunately, we're not going to block another hit. I just don't see that happening. That's fine there. One more hit should finish him off. Picky little Frigimon. Frigimon! $52, nice. Yeah, so I don't believe there's anything special about these two. But there is something really good to go after in Boot Mountain right away. There is a specific Digimon that I want to be on the lookout for. Hopefully he'll show up soon as I make my way off to the next, close to where we need to go. It's a specific Digimon, and it's not Meramon. It's a different encounter we can bump into. It's also not that Triceramon that we bumped into earlier. So, yep, so that's where we want to be going. Just going to be looking around for him. This is the one, Florizamon. Florizamon is just another fiery Digimon, but he does have access to Firepower 2 that we want. Now, the thing with Florizamon here is he has Flame Ball, which is a pretty weak technique, all things considered. Like, that is the weakest fire technique, so... But his regular attack is actually pretty decently strong. So you do want to watch out for him a bit. No, that's annoying. Yeah, I figured now's probably a good time to just go after the next powers. Just take a moment to collect them. Hopefully it won't take me long, but I'm starting to think it might. Florizamon are annoying though because they like to run away. Bit of a problem, but that's fine for us because, I mean, if I don't get the item, I don't get the item. I'll try one more time, but I'm not going to hold too long on this because I could always do this off stream. I just wanted to try. Florizamon? No, Meramon. We don't want Meramon. Okay, if we bump into Meramon, we'll switch to Rosemon. But yeah, in fact, yeah, you know what? We're gonna keep things moving here. If I bump into one, great. If I don't, I don't. Ooh, Flame Lance is quite strong. Thankfully, our Wisdom's pretty decent. Yeah. So Florizamon, if you want to know, though, can give you Firepower 2, which is the next level up from Firepower 1, obviously. So if you want to steal a decent item, it's worth looking out for that. Let's try this again. I really like Rosemon. She's got a very cool design to her. She's a very popular Digimon as well online. But I think she's the mega form from Palmon, and I think it fits really well. Alright. One more range should do. Yeah, I do like that, like, there's a good mix of Digimon that you can get as allies in this game. They didn't just go for all the Season 1 Digimon. There we go. Meramon's down. I don't believe Meramon has anything in particular of note that he holds. I like that Skullgreymon got the level up and not my other one. But yeah, so Florizamon has Firepower 2 to look out for. See, that stubborn part of me is like, oh no, I should go for it. But I'm like, no, because we're 2 hours in. And the next section that I'm going to be doing is going to go for a little moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move on from there. But that's where he can fight Florizamon and he can drop you a firepower too if you want it. Alright, Kulon Mine. Anything special about Kulon Mine? I mean, I don't remember who even it is. Who is even here? Oh, Dromojamon is here. Okay, yeah. Well, since we probably just died to one hit anyway, and I want Renamon for this, I'm going to try Picking Claw. You never know. We could get a lucky drop. No. So Dromojamon, pretty powerful machine element attack. Weak to water though, so I do remember that. Especially if you can go for a special water move like Rosemon has. Unfortunately, I don't have Rosemon in the lead, so not the best time for me to demonstrate that. A counter crest would be beautiful here. Yeah, there we go. Hiya! Down goes Dromojamon. Oh my god, we got the drill horn! I love that my picking claws failed, but I still got the item I wanted. Now, my only problem here is, obviously the drill horn is it's a great helmet. It is, like, I'll show you here. Drill horn gives a really good attack boost, but it does lower your defense a little bit to what the Brave helmet gives. Like, that's like 30 or 20 odd points less. So, I'm not going to use it, but you know what? I'm glad that at least I got one. Because I'm pretty sure we can't equip it. Only certain Digimon can equip it. Which, to be fair, is the case with most things in this game, but yeah. But this place is important for us, but not for this very second. It'll be important in a minute, but I'm just going after some other stuff. So, any items? I don't believe so. Oh, is this guy a tamer? I might be getting too old for this. I'm just getting all worn out. Still active tamer. You want to battle with me? Oh, okay, Digimon battle. Okay. I think it was my charisma was just slightly too low, so we got card battles, which was fine. But now we've got an actual battle. Alright, Brachiomon. Sure. How much does that do? 200? That's actually not bad. Yeah, I think we can do this for now. And just counterattack wherever. Alright, bring it on, old man. Whack. If I get a bit too close to blasting, I'll swap Skullgreymon out of the lead, because I don't want to blast right now. Good. Keep it up. Go for another attack. Hiya! I do kind of worry, though, because we just had it where we could card battle, and now suddenly we're tamer battling. Feels a bit like my charisma was just barely not enough. Okay, Brachiomon swapped for Deltamon. Okay, interesting. So this is a dinosaur person. Alright. And I know switching here feels weird, but I just feel like it'll do me better for Rosemon to be out. Now we are going to take a hit here, but we might counterattack, which would be nice. Or just block it. Amazing, Renamon. Now we have Ice Shower to do some decent ice damage to a dinosaur. 400 damage. Amazing. So this is the nice thing about loading techniques, is while they cost more MP, they give us moves that Rosemon can use immediately to make use of their decent Spirit stat. Well, Spirit and Wisdom, because both stats benefit the special attacks in this game. Alright, let's finish off that Brachiomon. It was nearly out anyway. I'm just going to go for a normal attack. Good job. Last Digimon. Metal Tyrannomon. Alright, first appearance of Metal Tyrannomon. I think so. Very freaky looking. Very powerful machine damage. Oh no, we fought. I think the first leader of Amaterasu had one actually. The big weakness with Metal Tyrannomon, besides Counter Crest obviously, is water and thunder damage. Yeah. Oh, we can learn Triple Fire, but we can already do that on a few others, but that's fine. 1,200 bit, that's not bad. Alright, we beat that tamer. Nice. So we've had a Digimon battle and a couple of other things. What about you? Who are you? Made a promise to Kimmy, I'm going to be server champ. So can you duel me and throw the fight? Okay, okay, so this guy's... We're into tamer battles now. That's fine though, we did some other battles earlier. Another Brachiomon, interesting. Alright. It is risky doing this switch, but I want to switch and then heal right afterwards. I just need Rosemon to live one attack here. Let's see how much this does. Good. That is exactly what I needed. Now we will heal up with one supercharge. And that should give us the boost we need. I'm hoping, anyway. Let's go Ice Shower. Yeah, we're good. We should be alright here. How much does Ice do to him? 404, that's nice damage, actually. Nice damage, yeah. Okay. Oh, that Search Crest coming in handy again. Next Digimon. Oh, another Deltamon, okay. So this has the same Digimon that the last guy had. Tell me he has a Metal Tyrannomon as well. I'm kind of amazed at how little damage they're actually doing to me, though. Maybe I just have good fire tolerance? I don't know. Ice Shower again. It's 2 out of 3 down. Nice. So if it's a Metal It's the same team! Why? Why do 2 tamers up here next to each other have the exact same Digimon? That feels really lazy. I swear, if I beat this with a counter-attack again, that's insane. Literally copy-paste from the last 2 fights. Like, come on. That is insane. What is happening here? Oh well, we got levels, that's what matters. Nice. Okay. We want to go up here first, to the Lake of Ice. Very snowy area. So there's a couple of Digimon that are important to fight here. So first things first, here we have Icemon. Don't underestimate this tiny looking guy. He will hit very hard, especially if you're weak to ice like Agumon is. But he does have the Ice Power 2 as a possible item that you can get from him. Funny enough though, Agumon is my absolute best Digimon here for damage dealing. But I want to try my luck at a couple of picking claws here. He only has his basic attack, but his basic attack hits very hard. As you'll see here, 900 damage. Not the hardest hitting compared to Frigimon, but he still hits quite hard and his defenses are very high as well. Okay, we are not getting much luck here. This may just end up being a counter crest victory, because I'm going to have to heal up my Agumon here. Okay, let's try this again. Like, I know Flame Lance will do a lot of damage to him, but I want to try and get this item. No ice powered. Nope. Nope, okay. I'm not giving up on you, Icemon. I know you have it. He's just not dropping it for some reason. even just a counter attack would do us fine. Okay. That should finish off Icemon here. Yep. Let's hope maybe he drops it. If not, then we'll just do it another time, but yeah. Either way, he drops Ice Power 2. We did not get it, but that's fine. There is another Digimon in this area, but he's underwater, specifically. I think he's underwater, actually. I'll have to double... It might not be underwater. We'll have a look around for a minute. Okay. Yeah. It's only a tiny bit under the full health, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll see. We're looking for blue Mega Seedramon. Choo! This place is too cold for me. Okay, it says it's Asuka Lake of Ice, but I'm not confident in that. Battles are too bound for me. Let's enjoy this place more peacefully. Okay, fair enough. Alright. It's not fishing, is it? I don't know. Right, let's go in. So what is this place? This is the Legendary Gym. Home to yet another great music piece. Bonjour, monsieur. You're très bien if you may come this far. Card battle is all gentlemen. Duels, s'il vous plaît. Alright. Okay, so there's definitely different level tamers up here because some of them have been wanting to card battle and some of them have been Digimon battles. But you know what? That's fine. It gives us a bit of variety in this part. Okay. Got Trade Charge, 2 Eclipse Undos. Oh, okay. That doesn't matter to me right now. I don't want to kick out my... Okay, since I can only summon one or the other, I'm actually going to go for a charge terminal here. I feel like I'd rather have a draw, just try and get something. Oh, do I Vicious Hacking hit? No, we're going to go for charge terminal for now. I need to get a bigger feel for what the strategy is. And we're going to trash... I've got more of them, so I'm okay getting rid of one Eclipse Undo. Doesn't matter because we're not using a blue deck. It will matter if they reduce our green energy though. Charge Terminal. Oh, see, look at that. Like, now we've got another green Digimon, which is nice. You know, yeah, that's great, but I'm not using a blue deck, so it does not matter at all. Okay. They must have something big coming. Alright. I mean, honestly, my best play here is... just these two, yeah. Leave the Capitarum in my hand. So what's their plan? Oh, they're going to try and steal one of my Digimon. That's what's happening. Yeah, see, now that makes sense. Well, honestly, I'm just going to get rid of make the control parts useless. Shift my own Digimon off. They don't have the target. All I need to do now is boost my own stats up a bit, and we can win this. Look at that. I win by exactly 1 point. And the best part is I still can keep that. Because I take them down by 1, but they can't take me down by 1. Because Leomon's HP is just 1 point too high. Absolutely perfect. That is as great of a way as I could win. Alright. Next up. Oh, we got a Vicious Hacking and a Charge Terminal. That's really good for us. So, reducing red energy. Okay, I'm going to go for Vicious Hacking because I need to get a feel for what they're going for here. What is their hand? Yeah, see, they just get rid of red energy. They'll boost, but honestly, they'd only go up to 15 if I get rid of Kukimon. That is absolutely fine. I can deal with that. Now I know there's nothing to fear with them. We're going to go for some green energy. Let's flex on them a bit. Yep, that's fine. I'm not using a red deck anyway. So we're going to charge Terminal. Glad I didn't build a blue or red deck for this. And we can battle with all those Digimon, and we're going to do a big load of damage, and they can't do anything to us. Again, really pointless, because it's not doing any good for you. Yeah, alright. Yeah, you can see how good Vicious Hacking is in this game. His poor single Kotamon is just not going to do anything to us. He's going to boost its stats by 10 each, which is great, but we can just get rid of it. Oh, this is mean. We're so mean to them. Nope. Nope. Nothing for them. And I can even play Summon Devimon just to show off here. And they have nothing they can do. And we immediately win. That is about as good as you could ask for. No, I lost this time. Well, please fight me again next time. Au revoir. Okay. Alright, Frenchie. Where's the legendary gym located? I heard that it's in this direction. You are not wrong, Kumamon. Or Bearmon, as you're actually called. Okay. Yeah, so we got... Let's go to the legendary gym. Welcome, this is the legendary gym. I'm going to train you hard, so get ready. So the legendary gym, similar to any other normal gym, but you'll see that there's these with stars on them, which means you get an extra boost to the stats there, which is really nice. So I'm actually going to do a super yoga. Basically, they give extra boosts if you manage to do enough of them in a row. And they also give you extra amount of chances, which I really like. Like here, normally you would end at 3, but instead, you get 5 goes at it, which is really, really helpful for this part. Yep, so I'm happy with that. Unfortunately, super speed isn't unlocked yet. You need to get further in the game for that. I'm actually going to go for a bit of wisdom. I wouldn't mind hitting some of my wisdom attack, my spirit attacks a bit more. Let's see how we do with this. Now, if you get 3 in a row, which I'm hoping we do, you get the Ultra Challenge, which, if you do, can give a massive boost. But, from as far as I know, it's more likely to go wrong, which is really annoying, but, yeah. The boost is worth going after. Okay, we're going to do 5 in Wisdom. We're going to do 5 Wisdom. I'm going to do 5 in Defense, because I wouldn't mind getting Renemon's Defense up just a little bit more. I could do Spirit just to boost my power up a bit more, but I'm not going to do that because I would rather make sure Renamon can take hits a bit better, because Renamon is dying quick to a lot of enemies. Yes. We'll always take the Ultra Challenge. Oh, look at that. Amazing. 22. We have got 44 in Wisdom, which is fantastic for us. And I know that it would be good to have that, but I kind of want a bit of physical defense, because most enemies in this game are going to go for physical attacks. Keep it up, Renamon. Nice. Yeah, of course. Absolutely great. 385. Look at that. Alright, good. We got some good legendary training done. Now, let's go up this ladder here. What do you have to say, Kotamon? Men do kote. To be strong, your soul must be strong too. These are my ideal training grounds. Alright then. Hello, are you the Cecilio? Kazuya is such a scaredy cat. Why can't he play Digimon Online by himself? Oh, that's not nice. Alright. Now there are things we can go do underwater, but... Well, you know what, yeah, let's do it. Before we continue in this direction, I'm going to quickly go underwater for a secret item or two I can go get with Renamon. Right, we go underwater. This will take us to a secret place with items. You do want to watch out here though, because there are unique Digimon to fight, such as Octomon. I believe we fought a tamer who had one. Pretty strong water damage. He's got a cool design to him. But like any marine Digimon, he's weak. He has the same weaknesses of Thunder. But he hits harder, this guy, so do watch out for him. Okay, can we counter? Yep. Got a lucky counter there. Oh, a very lucky counter. It decided to crit and one-shot. Down goes Octomon. Level 4. Alright, now we go across through this bit here, past the gates. See, there's 2 underwater spots that we can, paths that we can take in the Lake of Ice, and I want to kind of do both of them now, because I'm trying to remember all the items. But yeah, Octomon doesn't have anything special, other than just being cool looking Digimon. But yeah, so don't worry about like drops or anything from him, just go at him with your strongest attacks, and you should be fine. Like I say, he's actually not too bad of a Digimon, compared to what we've been fighting in North Sector. But he's a step up from the other water Digimon that we fought in the Asuka server. Oh, come on. Oh, no, I didn't want to do a regular attack. Fine. I think he has a higher wisdom than a defense, though. Like, that did a lot for physical attack. I think that was a crit, though, to be fair, with the Search Crest. Okay, can we get a counter? Just finish him off? Nope, that's fine then. It also doesn't help because I'm using Thunder Gemini, which is not a super strong electric move, but I haven't been able to load Electro Shock, so it's the best we've got for now. Alright, Rosemon is level 5, and unfortunately, Rosemon doesn't get their first technique until level 10. Right. Through the... Is it? It's further on, isn't it? Yeah, the only Digimon in this area is Octomon. Which, to be fair, is good for us, because it means Rosemon's got a fighting chance here. I think a couple good Electro Shots will do. It's about a 3-hit kill. How much? Ooh, that did a bit more than the normal attack did. I'm going to use 1 Supercharge here. Have a drink while I'm at it. Yeah, like Rosemon's one of those Digimon that isn't very flashy to start off with, but they're very valuable for the water move they get. And if you can get Rosemon all the way to level 99, you get a really good healing Digimon that gets some of the best supportive techniques in the game. But 99 is a big grind, as you've seen with Skull Greymon. So I'd only recommend it while also training another Digimon up, which is what I'm basically going to be doing. I'm going to be training Rosemon up to until Renamon gets to level 40, and then if Renamon gets its new form, we'll start training that for a while. Sakuyamon until Rosemon hits level 99, but we'll alternate between the two basically. Oh, little sad octopus. Come on, Octomon. Can we get another counter? That'd be nice. There we go. Thank you. Six. At least we're getting a lot of bit from these battles. It's just one of these chest paths. We which unfortunately you have to get low enough to the ground to be able to get the item, which is just extra annoying. So thankfully, Thunder Gemini is the first technique, so I can easily get through this. Although Octomon, for some reason, is blocking a lot of my attacks. I don't know if it just has like a really high wisdom stat maybe, or something. Because it doesn't seem to be blocking other things, like my counter attacks. Also, I'm starting to regret the amount of superchargers I bought, because I'm using a lot of them here. Okay, good. Try again. Just hit the octopus. Oh, come on. Fine, can we get a counter at least? Oh, block it. Okay, well, this is going nowhere fast. Okay. Okay, Renamon is clearly mad at this octopus. Because all of a sudden now we're just blocking every attack. Okay, and they're blocking every attack of ours. Come on, just hit. There is an accessory called Goggles, which helps you land attacks a little lot more often. I'm genuinely starting to wonder if maybe I should check if I have any. I don't think I do, but it might help in this situation, because we are not landing any attacks right now, which is very annoying. And you can see my attacks are strong. I'm just not having good luck with them. Oh god, it's so hard to hit. There we go, Charisma Chip. Actually a pretty decent item. So the Charisma Chip is a one-time use item that boosts Charisma of the Digimon that you want. Sure. Why not? Very handy to have, especially because whether Tamers will card battle you or Digimon battle depends on your Charisma level. Okay, I'm gonna have a look if we have Goggles. Because the Surge Crest is fine and all, but I'm getting sick of missing. We don't have it, do we? No, we don't have any Goggles. We have to run a Sandal to escape, evade, increase damage, multi-attack. No. I'm actually debating swapping the counter crest for the multi crest on Agumon, but to do 3 like water attacks, but I just don't know. I'm not really feeling it. Alright, but that's it for this. So we're going back this way. I wonder if it's the fishing Digimon actually. So I'm wondering if Blue Mega Seadramon is what I'm interested in. Because according to this item guide, it just says Blue Mega Seadramon is in the Asuka Lake of Ice. And I'm like, I'm wondering if that means fishing. Or if it's a Digimon that you can just find while wandering around there. Which gives the best water power accessory in the game. But obviously, being a thieving item is also not fun going after them all. But yeah. Okay, this Surge Crest is just giving me many powerful crits. Yeah, I think Octomon actually has a lower defense than, like, Wisdom. Which might explain why I've been missing more than I have been with my counter attacks. But I've been missing my spirit attacks. Okay. You know, Octomon, you was cute at first, but now I'm kind of getting sick of bumping into you. I've got to get out of this underwater tunnel. And unfortunately, there is still another water area that I want to go through. So you just got to deal with the Octomons a little bit longer. Wow, okay, I didn't even get a counter for that. Oh my god, look at that damage. That's so good. Finish him off, Renamon. Really? Wow, okay. Just the tiniest bit off. Don't counter now. Don't counter. It's gonna counter. Of course it is. Okay, fine. Well, that was Rosemon. I mean, we're nearly there with Rosemon. We're almost at level 10. So it's not like this annoying Octomon army isn't being worth fighting, because we are getting close to a good technique that we're getting. I just wish it didn't come at the expense of fighting all these Octomon. Go through there. It doesn't help as well, because when you're underwater, you have to keep, like, moving, like, with the triangle button, or else you'll stay in place, but you can still bump into Digimon by just turning around while in place, which is really annoying. So I feel like you bump into Digimon way more underwater than you do when you're walking around underground. But maybe I'm alone on that. Okay. Come on, Renamon. I just need you to hit 2 of these to take down this Octomon. No, I'm going for a regular attack. I trust Renamon. There you go. That's so much better. Is that level 10? Yeah, we learned Grand Wave, which is a much better version of Divine Rain. So as soon as we can load that, we can officially kick off Angelwomon from the team. I mean, it is more pricey. I clicked the move. I didn't want to use it. I'll show it off, though, I guess. It's going to do, like, nothing to Octomon here, because he's a water Digimon. But believe me, it is a very strong move, as long as the Digimon is weak to water and not resisting it. Which Octomon sadly does. And it's going to be very important for some boss fights coming up. So you will be seeing a lot of that move going forward, just not right now. Unfortunately, it has messed with my, like, tech list. Because now Thunder Gemini is right underneath. Not the end of the world, though. Octomon's still taking our damage. Level 11 and 34, nice. That'll give us a boost to Spirit. So we should be hitting a bit harder now. Okay. Like, this is quite a long... Like, for one Charisma chip, this is a very long tunnel. Or maybe I'm just having bad luck and I'm bumping to, like, a million Octomon here. Can I at least counter? That would be nice. No. Okay, fine. Okay, Thunder Gemini, go! Really? Really? That is so rude. No, I didn't want to click Ground Wave. I clicked everything too fast because I'm getting sick of Octomon. Octomon being so rude and so annoying to fight. We've run out of drink. Right. Thunder Gemini. I need just a couple of these to hit. Oh my god, Octomon, stop. Stop blocking all my attacks. Oh, wow, Octomon wants to die to a counter crest. Ugh, it's so stupid as well, because I know I can beat Octomon. I'm just having terrible luck with these electric attacks. I'm not even getting counters. Thank you. Oh, 702. That's definitely gone up from what I was doing before. We can just barely take it at 561. Oh, you jack. Just take it out, please. I don't want to fight this Octomon anymore. Get me out of this lake. Please. I mean, I'm getting loads of bit and I'm getting XP, so like, I can't complain really. They're just doing my head in now. Okay, get me out of there. Lake of Ice. I know I'm low health, but I want to just get myself over to the other underwater section. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, it's down here. There we go. So we're going to just quickly take another underwater trip here. I know it's a lot, but I promise that it's worth it. And yes, unfortunately, there are going to be more Octomon here. And then I promise we will get on. This part's going to go just slightly longer because of all these Octomon and because it took a little bit to get going at the start. But it will be all worth it, I promise. There is a lot of fun little things coming up. Just take it down, Renamon. Please, just one shot it. Good. Well, 3 shot. You know what? You know what I mean. 13. I know I'm sort of just flicking through the start screens, but... Oh my god! What is the encounter rate in this place? Like, I am having octopus issues here. Octopus obstructions. So many Octomon here. I never want to see him again after this. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do with Rosemon is get Rosemon up to the level where we can load Grand Wave. Then we're going to load Grand Wave and start use Talmon again. Because Talmon's got some really good attacks that I wouldn't mind loading onto Rosemon to deal more damage. Like right now, one of the problems with this Octomon, for example, is we can't use Electro Bolt while gaining XP on Rosemon. The only way I could do it is by Digivolving every battle, and that'll just make everything take twice as long. So it's not really worth doing that. I'm just gonna gun it. I'm just gonna gun it. You can tell I've had enough of Octomon. I'm willing to lose my Digimon if it means just getting through this faster. No, no, turn. Let's move, turn. Yes, we got through a whole room without a single encounter. Please keep that up. I know I could run away from them, but I want the XP still. They're just doing my head in. No. We're going to use a supercharge. Top ourselves all the way to the top. Now if I can evade and just land a few good hits, that would be beautiful. But I'm not trusting it. Okay, if we can counter-attack, that'd be wonderful. Okay, or don't do any of that and just give us trouble. Let's hope Thunder Gemini does good damage at least. Or it gets blocked. Oh, Octomon, you are a real troublemaker. He's not even hitting me that hard. That's the worst part here. Like, I'd understand if he was some mega boss Digimon or something, but he's really not. Like, look at that. I nearly killed him in one hit. And he's in the north sector. Frankly, Octomon, you should be ashamed of yourself. Putting me through all this. You're not even cool. I mean, I said you was, but now I don't like you, because you keep popping up and slowing me down. I only want to get one item and then go back. Yeah, we have to go back through the tunnel again. Yay, Rosemon's 15. Like, Renamon's gonna be stupidly over-leveled by the time I'm done with this. Well, not stupidly, but they're gonna be higher level than the other ones. Like, why is this tunnel so long? Like, this isn't even gonna be the last room, is it? I was gonna say, yeah, there's gonna be another room to go through. So that's 4 rooms of Digimon to fight. Oh, sorry, 4 rooms of Octomon to fight. Please, I just don't want to fight any more Octomon. I've had enough of them. I'm gonna blast Digivolve by the time I'm done with all these Octos. Like, ooh, yeah, he's an octopus, so cool. Ooh, he doesn't even use the sword! Like, he has a gun and a sword, and you never see him use the sword in this game. Like, what's that about? At least use the entire Digimon's design. Okay, Octomon's down. $16, good. Back in the seabed. Can I please get to the end of this section? There we are. Yes, yes, land. No! Get me out. Okay, so it takes us to Pelch Oasis in the west sector. So you remember that section that we were all wondering how to get that item? There you go. It's a charisma chip. All that for another charisma chip. It's not worth it. Well, it is a good item, but it's not worth all the trouble that caused us. Alright, I'm going to increase charisma a bit more, because I want Renamon's charisma to be really high. Look at that, we've nearly used all our MP because of that stupid Octomon battles that we're having. Ugh, and I've got to go back under. For the record, by the way, that Pelch Oasis is the best place to fish in the west sector, if you want to get some good cardmon. Cross. No, it's so awkward as well steering that like I keep bumping into the wall. Could they not have thrown another Digimon under here? Because I swear I'm so sick of Octomon, and I'm gonna have to switch to Munmon after this because Renamon's gonna run out of MP pretty soon, which also means I'm gonna have to go to the Mountain Inn and heal there before I do the next story section. Okay, at least we got a stronger hit there. That's nice. Good. Just take it down, Renamon. That's all I need is one hit to take it down. Renamon, please don't do this. Please just take its health out here. Good. That's enough, thankfully. 17. I mean, we're getting a lot of bit, and we're getting some good level ups here. But wow, Octomon has come to give me grief. And because it's in the west sector, it's so many paths I've got to go. Oh no, I pressed triangle. I should have not moved. I forget how high it makes you when you... Okay, that's a bad out of context sentence. How high it makes you rise when you go onto the next screen. What is even the king of octopuses? Like, what do you even do, Octomon? You're just a gunning, swording, kingly octopus with a potato-looking head. Look at his head, he's like a potato with some... Like, it looks like, when a potato goes off and it has the little, like, reddish things sticking out of it. You know what I'm talking about. He's a potato, he's not even an octopus, he's a potato. He's a spoiled potato. I don't know what's happening. Octomon's driving me insane. Alright. I want to at least get through the next little tiny story bit. Which I thought, yeah, no worries, it won't take me long. Little did I know the army of octopuses that would be taking up every little second. And you know, it's not bad that I'm getting XP, it's bad that Octomon's here, and he's avoiding all my attacks. Like, he's giving me all this grief. I don't need it. Come on, Thunder Gemini. Come on, please just finish it off with one more hit. 31. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, if you raise your Charisma, I believe it also boosts the critical hit chance of that Digimon. And Renamon can do with all the boosts that she can get. Was it this? Please tell me it was the screen. I want to be done with the Octomons. No, but this was the one. Weirdly enough, that one. No problem. Come on. Yes! We're out. Get me out of there. Okay. Now we run up here. Go that way. And because of all those Octomons, I think I have to go back and heal before I can do the next story bit. Which is very annoying. But it's got to be done. Thankfully, the mountain inn isn't too far for us. Hi, Dromojimon. At least you're different. Let's see how much Grand Wave does to Dromojimon, actually. I'm sure it'll be just a tiny bit better. Or it'll one-shot Dromojimon. Okay, so we have our underground Digimon now. That is our answer to the underground for the rest of the game. And we learned Erase Poison. And got another Drill Horn. Okay, so our luck is going up immediately. Sorry, there's a bunch of barking outside. Boot Mountain. Get to the mountain. I need to get to the Snow Mountain as quick as I can to heal. There as little encounters as possible so I can save that precious MP. What are we actually on? Oh wow, I've got 13,000 bit from all those Octomons. Well, if you ever want an easy place to train, I guess those Octomons are pretty decent. Mojimon. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna entertain the thought of this. We're gonna go Skullgreymon, get him in there. For a good old Flame Lance. Or a Counter Crest, whichever one comes first. Oh, okay. No, mind, because Ice Blow does nothing. It's so weird to me that they gave Mojimon a special attack, because his attack is so pitiful. Nice. Oh, we got 420 bit. Blaze it? Heh, because we used fire. Get it. You get it? Ah, is it funny? Because it's blaze it like fire. Because he said fire and blazing like the weeds. Ha ha. Because you do it like that. Okay. Right, I'm going to save here. Because those Octomons drove me insane. And let's go a little bit longer. Because, like I say, that was a lot of nothing happening but fighting Octomon. I don't want to end a part on that. So, we're going to go to the next little dungeon area. Do the battles there. And then there's a place where you can save after doing those fights. But I wanted to make sure I got to an inn to get my MP back on Renamon. So now I'm going to put Agumon in the lead for a while, until we get to the place where we're going. Or I could put Munmon. The thing about Munmon is, I just don't have like a good don't really have like a good damage dealing move for these fire and ice Digimon with Munmon. So Munmon's kind of not doing much for us right now. Like, I wouldn't mind getting some XP on Mamimon, but like, yeah, I just feel like we need a Digimon or two that Munmon can fight well. So right now, I'll stick with Agumon. And go from there. Okay. So we gotta go down and around the mountain. We make it to Boot Mountain. And again, gotta go down and around. Now I do have a water power equipped at least, so regular attack. My regular attack is actually my best option here. Because I don't think Dark does a lot to fire Digimon, so I'm not going to bother with the Black Thorn or anything. Oh my god, and we got an immediate counter, how nice. Show this Meramon up. Dealt nearly twice as much as he did to us. Did 200 damage with one regular attack. Just explosive attacks coming out from both sides here. Amazing. $58, nice, nice. Like I said, I am a little worried about time, but I think I can do this relatively quickly with what we've got. Alright, so we need to go to Kulon Mine specifically for this next part of the story. And we want to go... Where is the path to it? I gotta find the right pathway to it. So it's not there. I believe it is across here. Up the ladder. And then we're going to go down this ladder. It's this ladder here we want. Pretty sure it's this one. And we follow the path around. It's not that, is it? No. We go down this ladder here. Along this. Down here. Yeah. This is the next bit of the story, by the way. I think I should show it now. Ooh, we have a Fugamon. Now, I actually can't remember anything about Fugamon, so we're going to find out what he's weak to on our together. Is he weak to fire? I don't feel like he would be, but you never know. 317, not bad, not bad. I'll try Black Fawn next, see if he's weak to dark, or if he resists dark. Let's go for Black Fawn, because this hits multiple times at least, so even if it doesn't do a lot, at least 3 hits will do okay. Oh, nothing, okay, cool. Oh, okay, so dark is good. Dark is good here. He's like a harder hitting version of Odomon, to be fair. But I think Counter Crest is going to finish him off anyway. Yeah. $59. Hey, not bad. Skull Greymon's almost level 60. Alright, so this is Kulon Pit. And before I continue in here, the Kulon weapons. This place will be important much later in the game, but not right now. No, so it's just a save point here. That's fine. Yeah, so you need to be level 45 in order to access what he can do for you. What are you? Who are you? Oh, it's a tamer. Number 2 in Asuka. And it's a tamer battle. Okay, I was expecting a card battle, but sure. Aw, Tapermon. That's adorable. What a cute little guy. Oh my god, his only Digimon is Tapermon? Wait, what? This must be the strongest Tapermon ever. I mean, he took a lot of damage. Does he deal a lot? Is this guy... Okay. He was like, oh, I'm the strongest tamer ever. Brings out a Tapermon. Oh, okay. He's not messing around now. Did 400 damage with his physical attack. And is that it? try go for a regular attack. Let's see how much we do to him. Maybe it's just we got lucky. 200. No, this Tapirmon just sucks. Like, what is this guy? Like, the strongest tamer ever? I don't think so. Down you go, Tapirmon. That was ridiculously easy. I mean, break. It's a nice break for everything. Still got to our level 60. But what was that? Okay. What do you got to say, Mon? Get the Coolon Digizoid metal here. I'm going to make the metal and make a stronger weapon. I don't want to be stuck there. A lot of dead ends, weird random paths. We want to go right to the bottom of this area, though. For this. You shouldn't go ahead. It's an amazing dungeon. There's a boss that's much stronger than other bosses. Yep, we want to go ahead. Welcome to Ice Dungeon. Another great musical piece. The North Sector's full of these, actually, despite all the non-musical areas. Now, each of these dungeons, because there's going to be 3, are themed around a different element, and they have little puzzles for each. So the Ice Dungeon here, obviously, is, well, ice. So you want to bring a Digimon that has good fire techniques for this one. But yeah, let's go. I'm not going to bother to talk to the people here, because they just sort of go through the puzzle. But, I mean, you slide along the ice, that's the puzzle. And our first Digimon is a Ice Blue Numemon. Alright. Similar to any other Numemon that we fought, they have high defense, lower wisdom, so go for special attacks on them. But being an Ice Digimon, they do not like fire very much. And their regular attack, I don't remember it does anything special. I think it's just a strong ice attack, yeah. Okay, let's go for... I want to test how much triple fire does to these guys, actually. 1 hit of the 3, 116. Yeah, not bad. Flame Lance is definitely better here. The main thing in this place is just they're going to hit you hard, the Digimon here. Especially if you have bad ice tolerance, like my Skull Greymon has here. There we go. Down he goes. Good job, Skull Greymon. Gives pretty good bit though, I gotta say. 800 bit for one Digimon. Pretty good. Yeah. I'm starting to regret the amount of superchargers I brought, because I'm already starting to go through them. I should be okay, but yeah, I'm hoping. I don't remember if there's a like shop or anything that comes up. We'll see. If you ever played Pokemon game, you're familiar with these sort of puzzles. The ice puzzles, as they were. Which is the middle path? Yep, middle path is the right one. Now the problem we've got here is we have to find the right teleporter. And the wrong one will take us to the beginning again. So it's kind of a game of just luck. Alright, we got another Vicmon here. Big threat, but he does not like fire. Apparently he does, because he doesn't even want to get hit by it. This is really where your counter crest will help a lot, because the Digimon here don't mess around. Thank you, counter crest. 62, nice. See, that gives a lot less bit than the Numemon did. Notice if maybe the Numemon run away. I'm going to try the teleport down here. It's probably not going to be this one. But I may as well test it. That's fine. I think it's better just to find out that way than having to go all the way around. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to get much use out of Munmon in the North Sector, because the Digimon have really high physical defense, and most of them don't really have a specific category of Digimon that makes them easily beatable by Mon-Mon's elemental advantage attacks. This is really where Agumon and Renamon shine in this place. Agumon for his high fire damage, and Renamon for their thunder, ice, and water techniques. Nice. Okay, can we block? Blocking would be really nice here. Okay, or we blast. Okay, that works too. It's been a while since Agumon blasted, so sure. What form are we getting? We are Black War Greymon. Sure, that's fun. Terra Destroyer! Let's take him down. I do love this attack. Black War Greymon is also what we're gonna get eventually when Skull Greymon evolves. Very cool Digimon with some powerful dark damage. But also gets some good fire techniques, so they're still worth going after. We need about 36 levels, give or take, to get there. So we want to drop down here. A 50-50 shot here. I'm going to say this one. Yep, that was the right one. That's the end of the puzzle. Now we talk to this lady here. The Ice Witch. Wait one moment, I'm not letting a kid like you pass. Give up and go home. You've got to be kidding, I don't have time for this. Telling me. I'm the queen of this ice dungeon, mind your manners. I won't forgive you, you'll be punished for that. Alright. The Ice Witch. Focuses on ice-based Digimon. So naturally, she starts with a Frigimon. Yeah, your fire techniques what you're going to be using this entire fight. Perfect start. Immediately one-shot Frigimon, no problem. Next we have Mega Seadramon. Mega Seadramon is interesting. This is the one that would have potentially the best water power. I'm not hopeful of this, but I'm going to try it for just a second because we could get an incredible good luck here. That's fun. Yeah, they usually use Grand Wave, which is a pretty strong water move, as you've seen me use. Which unfortunately doesn't help me much for the... it doesn't help in regards to what I can get. Mega Seadramon's kind of the out-of-nowhere Digimon here, because he's a water Digimon specifically. So fire is actually not going to do much to him. I know I seem to be wasting my turns here, but honestly, I really want to try and get that Super Water Power S. That would be great to get here. I can't guarantee that this one has it, but it is the blue Mega Seadramon. Unless this guide is wrong, in which case I'll be very annoyed. Alright, I'm going to switch over to... This is actually one battle where I can use Mon-Mon. Yeah, I'll switch over to Mon-Mon. For this, I'm going to use specifically Fishbuster. Let's see how much this does first. Yeah, not that much actually. So I think Mega Seadramon focuses more on the Draymon part of it than the Marine Digimon side of it. So let's go for a Draymon Buster. Let's see if this does a bit more to him. Similar to the other Seadramon. He does have a pretty high defense. Yeah, that's way better. Pretty high defense, so we do have to watch for that. But his regular attack we can take on with Mon-Mon at least. So, yeah, you know what? Mon-Mon for once are actually doing alright for us. Alright, yeah. We'll go for Draymon Buster. This might be a life disc situation, but that's fine. I don't mind that too much. Their final Digimon is Mammothmon, the Grey version. Using the move Ice Shower. Pretty decent ice damage, as we've been using. Yeah, unfortunately, Mammothmon doesn't really have like a very clear thing. I'm gonna try Dino Buster because I feel like it might count as a dinosaur Digimon. We'll see though. Not really. No, that's fine. We'll just go for a regular attack then. That's fine. I'm actually shocked how well we're doing against this Mammothmon with just Mon attacking as he is. Right, not bad, not bad. Ice Shower again. I think a crit would probably take us down. Yeah, we still got one more time of this. Come on, take that Mammothmon down. This is the easy one of the 3 bosses, by the way. Like, I think they throw the Mega Seadramon, so you can't just go for fire attacks for the entire fight. Because otherwise you'd be able to beat them all with just that. Right. Now I'm going to use Skull Greymon here, but I'm actually not going to heal them up. Ooh, actually, no, I might. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's heal up Skull Greymon first. If we get a counter attack, we get a counter attack here. But if we don't, we could potentially go for a Life Disc and get back Munmon. Yeah, because I want Munmon to get the XP, because they did do a lot here. They did really help us out. And I have confidence that Skull Greymon can finish this fight off on his own. Ice Shower. Because the thing with Mammothmon is, yeah, Ice Shower is a strong move, but Mammothmon's Spirit and Wisdom aren't that high to make the most out of that damage. So even though we're weak to ice, well, we are weak to ice, it's not the end of the world. This, on the other hand, may be the end of their world. Look at that, 1068 damage. Good job, Skull Greymon. I gotta say, Metal Mamimon did alright as well. And I even got him to 34. Perfect. Don't even have to worry about him falling behind. But we beat the Ice Witch. I admit defeat you are pretty good. As the rule states, you may now go on ahead. Go on, I will pray for your success. Now they don't point it out here, but she actually gives you an item. And it's a really good item. But they don't tell you that she just gave you this. So if we go over to Renamon, we go over, I believe it's the hat. We now have just suddenly got the Yin Yang hat from the Ice Witch, which is Renamon's exclusive hat. It is random, I don't know why they don't explicitly talk about it. But there you go. Now I'm going to shift over to Renamon, because the next dungeon is going to be Renamon's time to shine. Which is perfect to go with the hat. Welcome to the Fire Dungeon. My least favourite by far. I hate this dungeon, I hate this one so much. This is just a game of Minesweeper. There are invisible bombs that put your Digimon all on 1 HP. It is annoying to remember where they all are. My best advice, just run it and have healing items ready to heal all your Digimon back up afterwards. Like, I know there's probably a specific path to take, but honestly, I don't remember it. So just run through, take the hits. I don't like this one. I think this one's very cheap and annoying. I didn't even move! I didn't even get to move there. Come on. Alright. We have Skull Meramon, a new Digimon here. But a fiery Digimon nonetheless. I really like his design compared to the other Meramon. I think he's very cool looking. Especially with those cool boots and like the chain. Like, yeah, it's a very memorable design. Weirdly enough though, despite being a fire Digimon, he just goes for like a strong physical attack. He has a fire technique as well. But he's a weird one, because his regular attack is just not related to what he does. He just kicks you, that's all he does. I don't believe he has anything special. I hate that I'm using another healing item before I've even moved off this spot. But I'm doing it now, because I don't remember if there's a block in front of him. I don't think there's a switch in front of him, and if there is, that's very rude. Oh, come on! Let me through! Alright, we have a Fiery Numemon, which has pretty solid defense, but as with all Numemons, doesn't have the best special defense, so yeah. And like every Digimon in this area, he is weak to water. Okay. Or a Counter Crest. That works too. Alright, try again. Grand Wave, here we go. Really? Okay, he's just giving me trouble now. I need another counter because I don't want to blast in this fight. That'll do. Take down that Numemon. Yeah, I don't like this area because I feel like I use a lot of healing items. 22, and Renamon's 35, that's nice. Got some good money as well. And unfortunately, I've got to heal again before we even talk to the Fire Master. There you go. I don't know why this place is giving me such trouble. Just let me through this stupid dungeon. Thank you. Wait a sec, you came at a great time. I was bored. Bored? I don't have time for this. You're not bored? Don't make me laugh. Tamers these days are weak, but you look good. Come on, let's fight. Yeah. I'll show you the power of my Digimon. Fire! Alright, so this is the Fire Knight. Pretty much what you expect from the first guy. Similar to the Ice Witch, they have a very big weakness for most of their team members. Although I don't want to say that and then be proven wrong with some crazy other member. But for Meromon here, a good water move will do. Or a good blast in this case, possibly. We may end up blast digivolving in this fight. Yeah, Meromon's not a problem. Like I say, pretty easy Digimon to fight. But like I say, they want you to get accustomed to like the elemental weaknesses here, which I do like, but it feels very late game for this sort of place. Like, you'd think this would be a early dungeon. But oh well. Meromon's down, on to the next one. Digimon number 2 is Skull Meromon. Well, we saw he was weak to fire, so I feel good about this. Oh, there we go, we can see his move, Flame Breath. A special fire technique. Oh, come on. My problem is, I'm going to heal, and then it's going to be a waste of time, because he's going to knock me into blast range that's going to heal me right back up again anyway. So this is all a big waste of time. Okay. At least I get a second attack in. Go, Grand Wave. This won't kill, but he almost did. Honestly, if we could dodge this, that would be ideal. Nope. Okay. So we did blast. I'm going to go for a regular attack here, because I want to save my special technique for the next time. Plus, I'm not going to really use Sukuyamon's special regular attack very often. So we get a couple of turns with Sukuyamon, so let's go for a regular attack here first. Oh, come on! Skull Meromon just being difficult here. Fine, I guess we will go for a special attack then. This feels like such a waste though. Fine. Get rid of Skull Meromon there. I would have only done 500, okay. And we have Blue Meromon as the last Digimon to fight. Which is pretty much a similar version to Meromon, just stronger damage, basically. Alright, now I know I have my... Now I'm going to go for my super technique, because I think it still will do more than Divine Rain will. Didn't do loads though. Can we get a counter press? That'd be nice. Like a counter attack. I'm getting really lucky with the amount of turns I'm getting now. Alright, let's try Divine. Let's see how much Divine Rain does to this Meramon. Nothing, because he blocked it. Of course he did. Flame Seer. I forgot he even had a special attack. Is that a 1 or 3 hitting move? No, just 1. Okay. Honestly, yeah, like, I don't see any special thing that makes you better than Skullgreymon. I'll go Skullgreymon here, but we're going to revive Renamon, because, I mean, I don't think it's fair for Renamon not to get the XP here. Plus, I have the Water Power. At least this saves me a Supercharge. Though we will be using Skullgreymon for the last fight, the last place. Ooh, okay. Big damage, right? Yeah, I just want to go for a regular attack here. I'm not going to waste time trying different things. Oh, come on. Blue Meramon, you're just wasting my time here. You are going to die here. I have Water Power 2. Which barely did anything, okay. Yeah, Blue Meramon is a lot bulkier and a lot stronger than the first two, the other two were. Counter? Counter press for the win. I'll take it. 23, nice. 65, very nice. That's the fire dungeon done. Thank God. That was a ridiculous one. Man, I lost this time. I need to blow off steam. Let's do this again sometime. Dark dungeon is up ahead. Be careful. Alright. With that done, we have the final dungeon to get through, which is the most annoying puzzle. I know the fire one I said was annoying, which it is, and I don't like that one, but this next one is just as annoying. I'm going to use 2 of them. Now, just like the Ice Witch, they give you an item here that they don't tell you about. Which is, I believe anyway, is it the Ronin Blade? I think it might be actually. They do give you something. I know they give you something. It might just be the Ronin Blade, possibly. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Ronin Blade they give you. Which is Kotamon's special weapon. Or it's the Divine Rod. It's one or the other. Either way, you get a special item for that one as well. But alright. Now, we want Agumon in the lead here. Because Dark Digimon tend to be weak to fire. Gimmick with this, as you can see, is it's dark until you touch one of the switches. So we gotta navigate the maze by remembering where the blue areas are. And it's very easy for this to happen. Oh, wait, yes, that's what we need. Okay, hold on. No. So yeah, apologies for the flashing lights here. I'll try and get through this as fast as I can. Okay. There you go. Okay, which way do we need to go? Okay, so I need to go back that way. No, hang on, sorry. Yeah, this part's not very nice to the eyes. But there we go, we made it. Okay. Didn't even fight a single Digimon there. Oh, it looks like you got the spunk. This is the Dark Dungeon, Asuka's server's strongest. And I'm the strongest boss, Dark Knight. I'm the best tamer, Green Sea. Excuse me, you're in my way. Oh, hey kid, I don't have a program like that. I can't just let the other guy go. If you want to get through, you gotta defeat me. Not that you could. Yeah. So I didn't show off any of the Digimon here, but a bunch of dark Digimon, like evil Digimon. Such as this guy, Skull Satoman. Now, I believe, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure fire is the strongest element here. We'll find out in a moment. Absolutely the strongest element, no contest there. very imposing Digimon. Like, I gotta say, Skull Satamon here, I really like him because the second series of the Digimon anime has this really weird Skull Satamon that's like super speedy, and he's really crazy and wild, but he's a cool design for such a weird Digimon like that. Like, I always remember that episode because it's like a bunch of different powerful Digimon and he's like zipping all around. Like, it was just a really cool episode. But yeah. Next up, Digimon, a classic from the first series actually. Very cool design as well. I like Digimon as far as like evil Digimon go. He has a very like henchman vibe to him that I like, but still looks imposing and powerful. But yeah, fire is just your best friend for this area. And I brought Skull Greymon because he has probably my best dark tolerance of my Digimon. I'm just going to keep up with that Flame Lance, because Flame Lance is absolutely carrying its weight as far as being a great move. Oh, come on. Digimon! I am going to actually heal though, because I don't want to lose... Okay, yeah, that's a crit. I'm going to go for a Supercharge. Also, in case you're wondering, no, you can't run away from these fights, just like any other boss. Dark Elemental. Yeah, he pretty much just uses Dark Elemental. He doesn't really go for a physical attack very often, so Counter Crest actually isn't very good here in this particular fight. But you shouldn't have too much trouble because, like I say, if you've got a decent fire attack, you should be able to get through him when they land eventually. As you saw there, I did a lot to Digimon, but sometimes just hitting those wisdom moves and spirit moves is annoying. This is also why, in general, physical attackers are better than special attackers, because trying to hit one hit like your physical attacks is a lot easier than your special attacks. And there's more ways to hit multiple times with physical attacks. But yeah. Vilemon, the final Digimon. This one's weird, because Vilemon's normally like a greenish Digimon. This one's like a purple colour. Again, I think he is still weak to fire though. We'll find out. And no, he won't, because of course not. He has to give me trouble. Just like the Digimon though, he also has Dark Elemental. I think this guy is an annoying, like... Yeah, he's a lot speedier though. Yeah, I think this will just one-shot me. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay. I don't really have a special thing for you. Okay, I'm gonna go actually for Talmon here. But I'm gonna use a life disc because I do want that XP on Skull Greymon. Let's go for another life disc. Dark Elemental. Okay, I don't know any other elements he'll be weak to, so I'm going to try Ice first. I feel like Ice is a very possible weakness he might have. Let's see how much it does. Oh no, I did nothing. Oh my god, he's actually going for a normal attack. Okay, interesting. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so watch out for his attack. What about Electro Ball? How much does Electro Ball do? I don't know, because he keeps blocking all my attacks. Yeah, the problem as well, again, he just doesn't... I don't have a lot for, like, evil Digimon, besides my fire techniques. I know it kind of sucks to just let Renamon go down here, but yeah, I'm not seeing much. Electro Ball, how much does Electric do to him? Not a lot either. So yeah, Vilemon's definitely a worthy final Digimon for this person, compared to the first two. Alright, let's go back to you again. I'm pretty sure I'll have a higher... Yeah, way higher. Alright, round 2 with Skull Greymon. I need to just land that Flame Lance. Why is he blocking them all? That's so annoying. You will die, Vilemon. I'd go for Triple Fire, but it's just not going to do much. Boom. to be honest. I might have to, because this is insane. Like, we can take those hits okay, but, like, if he gets 2 in a row, that's nearly 1,000 damage in one turn. Thank you. I knew it! I knew it was going to be loads to him! Like, he's just being picky and annoying because he's so fast. Alright. Well, at least Agumon got to 34 as well. And that's the Dark Dungeon done, which is... Yeah, it's not the nicest one, but yeah. You've got some moves I've never seen before. I've got a voice to give him already. Now go, you'll make a great tamer. Yeah, thanks. There it is. Now, I want to just check one more time, because I don't remember if he gives you anything special, like the other one does. Let's check. No, we already have the helmet. Was it? No? Is it a weapon? Yeah, he gives you the Brave Sword, which, while slightly weaker, boosts our charisma up a bit. We would lose a little defense, but honestly, I kind of don't mind that. I think that's pretty cool. We have the Brave Sword, so that's Agumon's signature weapon. Yeah. There you go. And we finally made it to the chamber room. After all of that. This is the emergency chamber room. The gate on the above right is to the real world. And the gate on the left is to the ice dungeon. You need an OK from the admin center and the 4 leader badges to go to the real world. Now thankfully they give you some mercy here and give you a Gatomon and a Gardramon, which is a huge relief for me because it means I don't have to go back out and heal. So yeah, that was a lot to deal with, but we have finally got through here. So I'm going to put Renamon in the lead because the next part we're going to want water and thunder techniques. I'm also going to just shift my equipment a second here. Let me just quickly do this. I want to have the Brave Sword in this hand, and I'm going to put the Evil Claw in that hand, because I know it's a shield is good. 369, like, well, no, you know what? We don't use physical attacks very often. I'm going to actually go for the shield. We need some armor. Let's go for that. And if you look on the map, it doesn't show it, but we have now cleared all the areas in the Asuka server. We have everything filled out. So there you go. But we finally made it through the chambers. So let's save and wrap things up here, because that was a doozy of a part with a lot of chaos happening. But we have finally reached our peaceful Zen save music after a lot of hassle. But yeah, so next time on Digimon World 2003, we will be making our way to the real world to try and stop the evil AOA from their destructive weapon that they're trying to make attack the world. So yeah, we'll be giving that a go. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good night and take care. Bye.